Hey guys, your boy is 33 years old. How about them apples, huh?
Okay, what Sonic's meaning to say is that the first Sonic game is 33 years old. We don't age, remember?
Damn it, whatever. Well, we're just here to quickly give you all a huge thank you for all your support on our videos and the love for our awesome, talented franchise.
New videos will be up soon, but for now, here's an epic compilation of our epic videos. Stay tuned and enjoy. Okay, can we go eat some of that cake that Amy baked? I'm fucking starving, bro.
Seriously, I'm starving.
Yeah, let's go. It ain't a Sonic birthday without the Sonic Squad, that's for sure. Let's go, boys.
Oh, god damn it. I'm always fucking late to the goddamn call. It's always no use!
All right, Tails, thanks for setting up the Discord server. I figured we could just use this so everyone could stay in contact.
Don't mention it, Sonic. But you're right. This app is really convenient, and we probably should have used this earlier instead of radios and outdated stuff.
Yeah, that was really dumb. I don't know why we did that shit, but whatever.
Anyways, why did you want me to join VC?
Well, while we wait for the next adventure that Sega craps out of its corporate anus, I figured we could just make content together to pass the time.
Oh, that's not a bad idea, actually. Well, what kind of content are we gonna make anyways?
Well, tier list videos have been pretty timeless and entertaining content as of late, so I figured we'd do a list where we rank all of our games.
That sounds like a good place to start considering we're familiar with our own games. All right then, what are we waiting for?
Actually, we're waiting on one more person to join VC. Then we can start this properly. I figured 3 people's opinions would be enough.
Oh, someone else is joining? Who is it?
Hey, speak of the devil. What's good, Nux?
What's up, guys? Damn, this shit is way less boring than watching that dumbass Greenstone all damn day.
Oh shit, it's Knuckles? I didn't think you'd be joining a VC anytime soon. How are you doing?
I'm doing just fine, but wait a damn second. Isn't the age limit for Discord like 13? What the fuck are you doing here, Tails?
Well, Tails was able to set up the server and bots and stuff, so just, don't snitch, Nux.
Oh, that's cool. I wasn't going to tell anyways. Your secret is safe with me.
Thanks, Big Red. I appreciate it. Anyways, are we gonna start this, Sonic?
Yeah, let's do this. I've been entertainment starved for like a week.
All right then, let me pull up the tier list. And for the record, we aren't doing fan games or any of that. Just officially licensed Sonic games.
Maybe if this video does well, then we could do a list with the most popular fan games, though.
I haven't played many fan games, but that sounds like fun too.
All right, I got the tier list up. And of course, what better game to start with than the original Sonic the Hedgehog?
This game kickstarted the franchise. It was one of the most influential games in the market back then.
Hold on just a second. This game is deserving of respect for sure, but the package overall is kind of mid.
Wait,
The
mid?
package is mid? Dude, I know the game is old, but it's still fun.
The only good zones in this game are Green Hill Zone and Starlight Zone. Everything else is either mid or worse.
Oh, come on, I don't think Spring Yard Zone is that bad.
Labyrinth Zone, Sonic! Fucking Labyrinth Zone! God, I'm glad I wasn't in this game.
Actually, I think I'm siding more with Knuckles on this one. Most of the stages in this game don't really promote speed and aren't very fun to play. Still, I think we should give the very first game at least a B tier.
All right, fine. I guess I can live with that. Luckily, things only get better for the Genesis games.
Yeah, B tier works for me. Anyways, what's next?
Next up is the 8-bit Sonic one.
Okay, this version of Sonic 1 was mid. I can agree with that.
Yeah, the screen crunch and minimized mechanics make this an extremely inferior version of the classic title.
I agree that it isn't that great, but I don't think it's bad either. The screen crunch on Master System is way better anyways. I think it should get C tier.
Yeah,
As
that
long
sounds
as it's
right.
not above the Genesis games, that's okay.
All right, and then there's Sonic 2 8-bit.
Nah, this game is fucked up. The first game that introduces me also kills me in the bad ending. What the shitballs?
And I don't think it needs to be said again, but still, it's inferior to the Genesis version.
These games do have their charm and can be fun on Master System, but overall I think I'll just throw this one in C tier as well.
But now we're on to an absolute banger. Sonic 2 for Genesis fixed almost everything wrong with the first game. Easy S tier!
That I can definitely get behind. This game added so many staples to the franchise, like the Spin Dash.
And most of the zones are actually fun. Emerald Hill Chemical Plant, Casino Night, most of them are bangers.
Although some of the levels are a bit ass, especially Metropolis Zone. Holy fuck, that level is just cruel.
But how could we forget that I was properly introduced in this game? It was so cool seeing me run around in 16-bit. This game is S tier.
Not as good as Sonic 3, though.
Shut up, Nux. I didn't say it was.
All right, cool it, you two. I'm dropping 2 in S tier, and we're moving on to the Sega Sonic arcade game. Hello, guys?
I never played it.
Yeah, same. I honestly forgot that existed.
Oh, shit. I never played it either. Fuck it. Let's just pretend it doesn't exist and move on to CD.
I always found CD to be overrated, not gonna lie.
It's overrated for a good reason, though. The music is top-notch and it added Metal Sonic and Amy.
You act like Amy being introduced is a good thing.
Oh shit, you're right, never mind.
Blatant Amy slander aside, I think CD is a good game, but it isn't without its flaws, specifically the time travel mechanic. Trying to get to the past and future is bullshit.
I think I'd rather play CD than Sonic 1, though, so I'm willing to give it A tier. Is that good enough, Sonic?
Yeah, that's high enough. Alright, now we're on to another handheld game. Sonic Chaos.
I definitely prefer Chaos to the last two 8-bit games. Not to mention I wasn't just a sprite swap in this game.
As long as you're playing on the Master System, then this one can be a pretty fun time. Being able to collect the Chaos Emeralds and then skipping the act you were on was awesome.
On the other hand, though, the game is a little too easy and the ending blows. Not to mention that playing as Tails is basically playing on easy mode.
It's a little easy, but otherwise is charming and can be a good time. I'd give it a solid B tier.
B tier sounds good, but what's next? Oh god, is that Sonic Spinball? Man, that game is stupid!
It's really not that bad, Nux. Aside from the music being mid, the sprite work looks good and the game is a good challenge.
A good challenge? You call playing the first level for an hour while dealing with the game's bullshit mechanics and cryptic puzzles a good challenge?
That just sounds like a big ol' skill issue, Red.
What level did you make it to then, huh?
I beat the game, dumbass. I beat all my games. Except Shuffle That Game is unbeatable.
Okay, guys, chill the fuck out, goddamn. While Spinball definitely isn't the worst game overall, you gotta admit for a pinball game, it feels a bit too difficult, especially in the early levels.
Alright, fine. That's fair, I guess. I'm down with putting Spinball in C tier, but no lower.
It definitely should be going lower, but whatever.
Alright, we're back to the Genesis and we're on Sonic 3.
Easy S tier, this game is litty as fuck!
Regardless of the fact that Nux is just vouching for this game because he's in it, I also say S tier. This game was super fun, and got even better when Sonic and Knuckles came out.
Most of the zones are super fun, and the Blue Sphere special stages were fun to beat as well, not to mention the music. Holy shit, the Michael Jackson tracks were fire. S tier.
I still haven't forgiven Origins for replacing the music with such shitty remakes.
Yeah, that was tragic. But next up is Sonic Drift, which was a mid-cart racer, to be honest.
I remember playing this game for like 5 seconds before shutting it off and playing All Stars Racing instead. It's mid and going into D tier. And I'll just throw Drift 2 in there as well, since it's basically the same.
But next up is Sonic and Knuckles, another S tier.
Hold on there, Red. Sonic and Knuckles on its own isn't nearly as good as 3. Stop being biased just because your name is in the title.
Shut up, little bro. This game's zones were just as fire as 3's zones. Not to mention my boss fight and Mecha Sonic.
Sorry I gotta side with Tails on this one, Nux. This game is still great, and it's the only one to have Hypersonic, which was
Facts.
peak. But otherwise, it isn't as solid as 3 on its own.
Fine then. Can we at least settle for A tier?
Yeah, A tier is fine. It's still a good game.
But then, Sega decided to do the best thing ever.
Here we go.
They decided to make it so you could merge 3 and Knuckles into 1 to form the ultimate adventure.
Oh yeah, peak
3
incoming.
and Knuckles is S tier without question.
No arguments here. This is arguably the best Sonic game of all time, and most people would pick it as their favorite.
Hell yeah! This game was such a good send-off for the Genesis games. Too bad it all went downhill from here.
Shut up, Nux, don't be like that. There's obviously still lots of good content after. But anyways, now we're on to Triple Trouble, which is the best 8-bit game in my opinion.
I agree that it's good, but the only problem is that it didn't get ported to Master System. So we're stuck with the screen crunch.
Yeah, I think this game could maybe have gotten A tier if it got an MA port. But right now, I think it should go in B with Chaos.
Fine with me. Next up is Knuckles
Easy S tier, bro. Holy fuck. This game is without question the best Sonic game on the market behind Sonic and Knuckles. The mechanics, added characters, bosses, music, everything is amazing. This game is near flawless and definitely deserves to be crowned an S tier.
Nux, stop capping, bro.
Give it the S tier, bitch!
Holy shit, take a chill pill. I'm gonna be real here, you're tweaking if you think Chaotix is S tier, man. The controls weren't that good, and it's only really fun when you play it in multiplayer.
Yeah, I gotta agree with Tails. The Chaotix were cool and the music slapped like always, but other than that, it wasn't fun, bro. Gotta say, B tier at best.
Way too low, but whatever. Real ones know where Chaotix goes.
And this isn't about the fact that this was the last game with your name on it, right?
I don't know what you're talking about, kid. Anyways, what's up next?
Next up is Labyrinth, and I just want to say that even for Game Gear standards, this game wasn't too good. I mean, this game was literally classified as the slow Sonic game. Did they forget that I literally only do the exact fucking opposite of that?
Yeah, this game is fucking awful. It's literally just a shitty version of 3D Blast. Shitty controls, shitty level design, and shitty keys to find.
While I personally find the challenge to be decent, I can see why this game is disliked. If you want to play a Sonic game like this, play 3D Blast.
And with that, I'm throwing it into F tier. Oh, look, and from one garbage game to another, we got Sonic Blast.
Ew, this game is just disgusting. My sprite is so fucking ugly.
Yeah, Blast aged really, really bad. It looks really muddy, and the gameplay is too slow. There's no reason to go back to this aside from sheer curiosity for when you get Sonic Origins Plus.
While I don't think it's as unfun as Labyrinth, it's clear that this game is pretty shit. I'm fine with giving it D tier.
No objections here. Let's move on to the actual Blast game.
This game is good in terms of side games. The soundtrack slaps, and the speed is a lot better than the shit show that Labyrinth was.
Gotta say, though, it got a little boring doing fetch quests over and over again. Not to mention, I felt a little floaty in this game. Way better than Labyrinth, though, so I'd say B tier.
B tier works. It was a pretty decent send-off to the Genesis games.
Rest in peace, sweet Janice. You'll always be missed.
Hey, you good, Nux?
Sorry, I'm just grieving over the times when we actually put out good games consistently.
Bitch, stop being so negative. I'm looking at the list and we still have tons of bangers left.
Speaking of bangers, we got Sonic the Fighters. This should get at least an A.
Fighters? You mean that jank-filled attempt at a quote-unquote fighting game? That shit goes in C tier?
Nah, you don't understand, Red. Sure, it's a little janky, but nothing beats playing with your friends in multiplayer. That's when it gets real fun.
I agree with Sonic. Whenever we feel like trying this game again, multiplayer is where it's at. The added characters like Bean and Bark are also staples.
Bean and Bark, those guys. You think those dudes are at the top of Sega's list of staple characters? That's dumb as shit.
Hey, don't talk shit about our homies like that. Look, just to get this over with, I'll compromise with B tier.
Oh, god damn it. Sonic R really ticked me off back then. Even multiplayer can't save this game.
I'm actually kind of surprised you don't like this one, little bro. I don't think it's perfect, but I think there's some charm with it being the only on-foot racing game we have.
There's not enough content for me. Sure, the music slaps harder than that one time I beat the fuck out of Egghead, and it can be fun if you get good, but that's it. The new characters were mid too. Who the hell thought of Metal Knuckles and Tails doll?
Oh god, don't even get me started with that creepy-ass doll. Nah, screw it. I'm with Knuckles on C tier.
Damn, I guess I'm outvoted then. But now we're on an actual banger. Sonic Adventure is an easy S tier.
Oh, for sure, S tier. Multiple characters with different playstyles. A soundtrack that unsurprisingly slaps. Tons of collectibles and replayability. There's no way it's anywhere lower than S.
You know I gotta agree with you both. While some things like the cutscenes haven't aged well, I'll still boot up this game on Steam every now and then and have a good time. Even if Big's story gives me PTSD whenever I even think about it.
Speaking of Big, did we invite him to the server too?
Sonic! I'm not even sure that fat ass knows what Discord is! Have you seen the way he just stares off into the distance? That dude is living in another planet, I swear.
Let's just not tell him about it then. Anyways, next is Pocket Adventure. And I'm gonna be honest, even I forgot this one existed.
From what I remember playing, it's just a standard 2D game with decent level design and music. Don't know why this game of all our games scored a 10 on IGN, but whatever.
IGN are a bunch of fakes who don't even play the games they review. And as for this game, yeah, I don't give a shit. Just put it in B or whatever.
Fair enough, I guess. Next is Sonic Shuffle, and oh god, this game is straight donkey dick.
I'd rather cut both tails off than play this Mario Party ripoff. The CPU's cheat in the game is too slow and boring. F tier, please, and thank you.
I'd rather recreate the events of Sonic 3 than play this steaming pile of dog shit. It goes into the depths of the list. Even F tier is too good for it.
Glad we all share the same opinion for this mistake. Anyways, we gotta go to game again. Sonic Adventure 2?
You know what? I'm gonna say it. Adventure 1 is better.
Whoa, what did he say?
The hell are you smoking, Red?
This better be good.
You two chuckle fucks need to hear me out. I'll give it that the speed stages are good. Really good, actually. Some of the best levels in the entire franchise. But mech shooting is mid, and treasure hunting is even worse than Adventure 1. That's 2/3 of the game that's mid.
But the multiple sides to the story, not to mention the story in general. It's one of the most Sonic-feeling Sonic games ever.
Don't forget about the based as fuck Chow Garden.
You guys are focusing on the side shit. The gameplay comes first and foremost, and when 2/3 of the game is mid compared to Adventure 1, where only one gameplay style was mid, I think the first one takes it.
You know what, Knucklehead? You somehow managed to convince me, but I still think the story of Adventure 2 can't be overlooked and should give it A tier.
I can settle for A tier.
People might hate us for it, but screw it. A tier.
Next up on our list is Sonic Advance. Man, I love the Advance trilogy. They're all reminiscent of the classic 2D games while adding their own modern take on things.
I gotta agree with that. While Advance 1 isn't the best one in the trilogy, it still holds up fairly well and offers a good time.
Aside from all the bottomless pits in this game, it sure is my comfort Sonic game. I'd give it a solid A tier.
Agreed. And now onto Advance 2, which I think we can all agree is easily the superior Advance game.
I actually really like exploring for the special rings in each level, not to mention switching it up with different characters made the game more replayable.
Oh yeah, destroying the bosses as cream and cheese was metal as fuck, haha! I say if we gave Advance 1 A tier, then Advance 2 should get S.
Sounds good to me. Next up is Pinball Party. Seriously? Has nobody played this game either?
No, I've played it. It's just, who gives a shit?
Not me, that's for sure. Just throw it in C tier, I guess.
Damn, alright, fine. Next up is Sonic Battle.
The best part about this game was Emerald. Everything else was okay, I guess.
I never really got into this game myself. It just makes me wish for us to get a standard Street Fighter-like game. That would be awesome.
Yeah, we need an official Sonic fighting game pronto. Alright, I'll just chuck fighters in B tier. And next up is Sonic Heroes. Now, I want to say right off the bat that I think this game missed the mark on what made the adventure games so special. The individual teams were cool, but it kind of felt like you were playing the same game 4 times in a row.
I gotta agree with that. Heroes isn't a bad game, but it's flawed in how the game is played. Although to sing its praises, the music is once again amazing, and the reintroduction of the Chaotix was amazing at the time.
Oh yeah, I remember when that happened. Vector went apeshit and nearly crushed Charmy. That stupid bee would have gotten what he deserved.
Geez, Nux, stop being such a menace.
I don't care. We aren't on set, bitch. I can say whatever the fuck I want.
All right, chill out, bro. Let's just go through a couple more games and then save it for another episode. I'd say we can put Heroes in A tier.
Works for me then. Next up is the final Advance game, Sonic Advance 3. I gotta say, this one is my least favorite.
Nah, I really like this one. It's not as good as Advance 2, but I definitely think the team-up mechanic puts it above Advance 1.
I don't mind the team-up mechanic, but I think the overall quality of the level design from Advance 1 puts it a bit above Advance 3.
Normally I'd argue or something, but these games are so similar that I can't be bothered. I just put it in A tier again.
I agree with A tier. Alright, let's do like 3 more games and then we'll end the video. Next up is Shadow the Hedgehog.
That edgy fuckers game? Left tier please and thank you.
Alright, I'll admit this game isn't all bad. As much as it tried to throw us into an edgy teenage kid Sonic fanfic, I think this game has some merits to throw it in D or C tier.
The level design isn't too bad, and I like the concept of multiple endings. But the fact that you have to play the game from scratch over and over again with so many factors being able to change your run brings down the game hard.
I just think it was funny when he said damn.
Kinda, yeah. But I'm just gonna give this game a D tier. Hopefully Shadow doesn't see this and come to kick my ass.
Well, next up is Sonic Rush. Man, I really love this game. It started the DS era of Sonic spin-offs strong.
I gotta side with Tails on that one. The boost gauge was introduced really well and the level design was tight. Not to mention Blaze was a cool character.
I never finished this game, but from what I played, it was decent. I'll lend the wheel to you guys, though.
I'd honestly say S tier, to be honest. For a Sonic game, it's really good. For a non-main series game, it's outstanding. It doesn't get much better than this.
Looks like it's settled then. S tier for Sonic Rush. Alright, and the last game for this video is gonna be Sonic Riders. As different as this game was, I honestly really enjoyed it.
I quite liked it as well. The story was decent and the Babylon Rogues were good rivals for us 3.
Too bad this series got fucking bombed after that dumpster fire called Free Riders came out.
You don't mention that game. I'm thinking A tier for Riders 1 solely because Zero Gravity is kind of the superior version.
A tier sounds good to
Yeah,
end
I
it.
think that's right.
Alright, and that does it for now. I gotta admit, this was a lot more fun than I thought.
Yeah, I'm definitely down to do this more often with you guys.
Maybe we can do tier lists on other things in the future, like other games and real life stuff.
Yeah, I'm totally down for that, as long as nobody barges in the VC and tries to ruin the fun.
Well, well, well. If it isn't the worst creature on the planet, Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, god damn it, who invited this asshole?
Tails, did you invite Eggman, really?
I swear to God I didn't. I think he hacked his way in.
You would be right, you two-tailed freak. Having an IQ of 300 works wonders for many things. That includes hacking into Discord servers.
Well, fuck this then, I'm out of here.
I gotta go work on the tornado anyways. Bye.
Fuck you, fat ass!
It's not over yet, you little rodents. I'll be back.
Damn, Sonic, the new channel is looking goated. Good work on the banner and icons and stuff.
Yeah, I totally agree. Nice work, big bro.
It wasn't too hard, to be honest. Just an hour or so in Photoshop and all that good jazz. Thanks anyways, guys. This channel is gonna be fire.
Speaking of which, we should probably finish up our tier list, right? It's been a bit since we started it.
Actually, yeah, you've got a point. We should probably finish it up. Well, I'm down. How about you, Nux?
Oh, you bet I'm down too. I can't wait to praise some greatness and shit on some garbage.
Good to hear. All right, let me just pull up the tier list again.
Hello again, you miserable little rodents. I'm back again.
Oh, come
Why the hell are you here, you
Eggman
dumb
again.
egg?
What?
Oh, quit your whining, freaks. The last thing I need to hear today is the likes of you complaining about me.
Don't blame us for being pissed off that you of all people are here, Egghead. Why the hell are you in VC anyways?
I'm in the same boat as all of you. Now that we are finished all of our scenes for the upcoming games, I frankly have nothing to do. I figured conversing with somebody would be better than nobody at all.
You know, despite everything, that kind of makes sense, actually.
I don't give a shit if you're bored, old man. You see the VC name? Sonic Squad. Last time I checked, you aren't a part of it.
All right, chill out, Nux. As much as I hate to admit it, we're all bored, and that includes Eggman.
Ain't no way you're actually defending this bozo?
Silence, you little red turd! Besides, what the hell do you expect me to do? We're in a VC, remember?
Don't make me come over there and start cracking eggs.
Quit it, guys. Knuckles, just deal with it for now. Eggman can help us with the tier list anyways. It would be good considering he's in almost every Sonic game to date.
Fine, but I'm not happy with it.
So what do you say, Doc? You get to stay in the server, and in turn, you help us with our tier list.
I suppose I can provide an ounce of my time to assist in a tier list? Very well, let us begin.
All right, let's get started. And for everyone tuning in, this is the second half of the tier list, so make sure to watch part 1 if you haven't already.
A link will be in the description for you to watch part 1. Just make sure to come back after you finish it.
All right, let's start already, bitches.
All right, I got the list already. First up on our list is none other than...
Ah! Oh god, no, the horror, the Vietnam flashbacks.
Every time I see that icon, it sends me back to the Dark Ages.
Sonic, you better put that garbage in the F tier right this second, or else I might do something really drastic.
Okay, guys, hear me out. It isn't that bad.
You must be tweaking, bitch.
Okay, it's bad. Like, really bad, but I don't think it's exactly F-tier bad.
The game could have been good if it was just given more time. But the gameplay is awful. The story is just cringe. And I can't see any reason to revisit the game outside of morbid curiosity.
Not to mention my design, I look absolutely putrid. It takes a lot to ruin an image as handsome as mine.
That is extreme cap, but whatever you say, look, as long as 06 doesn't get any higher than a D, I'm happy.
All right, D-tier works. It isn't a perfect game, but at least it's not completely terrible.
Is that Sonic Rivals? I always forget that game's existence. It isn't a very notable entry in the franchise.
I agree with Eggman for once. This game is just an obscure 2D racing game. It's not bad, but it's not great either.
Yeah, and it for sure did not need a sequel. I'll just throw both Rivals games in C-tier and call it there.
Oh, geez! Secret rings! These Wii games were so trash, I swear. I hate the auto-running.
While the concept of these storybook games are interesting, the gameplay does not suffice for them to be high-ranked games.
Plus, Black Knight is just better, to be honest.
Facts! I'd put Secret Rings in C tier too. The designs and story go hard, but that's all.
All right, then. What do we all think about Rush Adventure?
While I personally find it inferior to the first Rush game, I still think it is a worthy successor regardless.
I never really played this one, but I'm sure it's pretty good. I'll let you guys decide.
Aside from surfing between islands and occasionally grinding, I think this game holds the spirit of the first Rush game. I'd give it either B tier or A tier.
I definitely agree. Screw it, I'll give it A tier, why not?
Oh, here we go. I think we can all agree that Riders Zero Gravity is easily the best Riders game.
I concur! The story was improved on and the gameplay was of similar quality. Plus, anyone can agree that it is better than the game that came after.
Oh god, we'll deal with that piece of shit when we get there. Honestly, I'd say Zero Gravity should go in S tier. It's a top-tier Sonic racing game.
I'd personally put it lower, but I won't be upset with S tier.
Yes, you better not be upset, you little nerd.
Ain't no way the fat ass with 300 IQ is calling Tails a nerd.
I am a brilliant genius, not a nerd. Get it right, Pincushion.
I am 5 seconds away from kicking you from this VC egghead. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, you can try to get rid of me, but I'll always return. Maybe I'll revisit Angel Island again. I could use the Master Emerald for some alternative plans of mine.
All right, bitch. You're staying muted for the time being until you learn to stop being toxic.
Egg-looking ass calling me a nerd. Shut your goofy ass up.
Now that that's dealt with, what's up next?
Next up is Chronicles, man. I didn't like this one at all, to be honest. I've always felt like a Sonic RPG would be awesome, but this one missed the mark.
Gotta agree with that. I think Shade and some of the other added characters were cool, but the gameplay is just boring, and the worlds are unfun to traverse.
Well, I think that just about wraps it up in a shit-covered bow. F tier this poor excuse of an RPG.
Well said, guys. But next up is Sonic Unleashed. I'm honestly kind of mixed on this one.
This game started the boost era, and I gotta say, the daytime levels in this game are absolute fire. Almost all of them hit hard.
I definitely agree with you there, little buddy. But on the other hand, the Werehog levels are absolute trash. They take way too long, and that stupid fight music plays every single time.
And I definitely did not like going around collecting coins in those levels either. Dang, this is a tough one to rank.
Personally, I'd go A tier. The boost levels carry the game hard, but the Werehog levels and need to backtrack bring it down quite a bit.
Yeah, that sounds right. I'll go A tier too.
All right, then A tier it is. Also, should we unmute Eggman now?
Yeah, we should probably give him a chance. Maybe he's cooled off now.
All right, fine, but I'm gonna talk to him. Hey, you old dick face. Talk to me or anyone else in this VC like that again and you're gonna get banned. You got that?
Good, Mobius. Fine, you simple-minded echidna. If it will keep me here, then I promise to stop hurting your very fragile and limp feelings.
That's basically as good of an apology as we're gonna get from Eggman. Anyways, now we're on to Black Knight.
This is definitely the better storybook game, but only by a little. The controls are still kind of wonky, and the game still isn't exactly fun to play.
It mostly came down to swinging your sword around like a buffoon. It definitely was not engaging, to say the least.
Although I gotta say, that sword was awesome. And the armor I got to wear was sweet too.
Don't forget my design. My drip went hard in that game.
Damn right it did. Alright, I'll drop Black Knight in B tier, and we can move on to All-Stars Racing.
So why did we drive cars instead of running on foot?
Because those cars were badass. Duh. Also, we gotta make it fair for everyone who can't run fast anyways.
It was so awesome to get to meet all our fellow Sega friends again. It had been so long.
Although this game is definitely a clone of a certain franchise that shall not be named, I believe it is a decent entry and deserved B tier.
Alright then, next up is Sonic 4. This game is pretty mid, not gonna lie.
Definitely mid. How dare this game try to disguise itself as a sequel to one of the best games of all time? Instant F tier.
Alright, I wouldn't go that low. Episode 1 is definitely mid, although Episode 2 offers a bit more by adding things such as Metal Sonic and myself, of course.
They are still fake classic games and should be ranked lower.
Alright, chill out, Egghead. I'll put Episode 1 in D tier and Episode 2 in C tier. Next is... oh god.
The sooner that fucked up abomination is in F tier, the better. Enough said.
Yeah, I don't want to get PTSD in the middle of the wreck right now, so F tier.
I fucking hate Microsoft.
Alrighty, now we're on to Sonic Colors.
I liked Colors at first, but it just feels generic nowadays, and it's barely even a 3D Sonic game.
I never liked the Wisps either. Most of them feel redundant and aren't fun to play. Not to mention the shit show release of Colors Ultimate.
Let's just forget that version exists. For the original version of Colors, I'd say it gets no higher than B tier.
Also, the DS version is just the better version, no cap.
Alright, we'll throw Colors in B tier. Speaking of the DS version, I gotta say I much preferred this version than the Wii version. It's basically Rush 3.
Exactly. The Rush games were goated, and this one is no different. The story is better. More characters show, including yours truly, and the final boss is a huge improvement.
Yes, this is definitely the superior Colors version. I would give it a solid A tier.
Yeah, I like this version more too. A tier for sure.
Works for me. Oh, and we got another goated game up next. Generations is easily S tier without question.
Absolutely S tier for sure. I loved revisiting updated versions of past areas we explored. Also, classic Sonic was so fun to play as.
Modern Sonic was equally fun to play as, too. All the old bosses coming back was awesome as well, especially that Chaos fight.
I believe we are in agreement that this is the best game in the Boost era. With that in mind, it should go in S tier.
Spitting facts with that, S tier, but the handheld version of Generations is definitely inferior. This could have been another Rush game, but instead it's just boring.
Enough said, just throw it in C tier. I never played it anyway.
Alright, and now we're getting into mobile games. Let's just get this over with. What do we think about Sonic Jump?
That shitty doodle jump clone? Who cares? Just put it in C tier. It's mid just like our other attempts at mobile games.
Kinda harsh, but I agree. Although All-Stars Racing Transformed was amazing, it's easily the best racing game we've gotten to date.
I totally agree. Not to mention all the third-party rep we got, Wreck-It Ralph and fucking Team Fortress 2. This game was goated.
Holy shit, I love TF too. Alright then, I think this game undoubtedly gets S tier as well.
Sonic Dash is amongst our better mobile games, but it still is nothing more than a Temple Run clone.
Yeah, this game was kinda wonky. I remember we got some crazy crossovers like Angry Birds and stuff. It's not bad, and I'd just give it B tier.
Yeah, B tier works. Next up is Lost World, though. I didn't really like this game either, and the 3DS version was even worse.
It kind of felt like a ripoff of that one series from that one franchise that won't be mentioned. The Deadly Six were lame, and the story was equally as lame.
Also, they gave me a run button. Why the fuck would I ever need a goddamn run button, Sega?
Alright, calm down, bro. I'd put the Wii U version in C tier and the 3DS version in D tier, mid-games overall.
Alright, now that that's over with, what do we think about Jump Fever? Point taken. C tier it is. Next up is Sonic Boom.
Nope, there is no way in hell I'm doing this again. F tier both of these games right now.
Rise of Lyric and Shattered Crystal both missed the mark and forgot what makes a Sonic game so unique. They're just shitty attempts at rebranding. F tier.
Also, they made me a complete dumbass. My IQ is 11, not 10. Get it right, Sega.
And our designs in general were all so shitty? Yeah, screw it, F tier for both. Next up is Sonic Runners, another mobile game.
You can't even play this game anymore. And from what I've seen, it was mid, so C tier.
I never got to play it. I didn't even know it existed, so I don't give a fuck.
You can still play Runner's Adventure though, still. It's really mid and just an average 2D runner. C tier for both, honestly.
Yeah, that works. I just want to get these mobile games over with. Next is Dash 2, which for some fucking reason was themed after Boom.
This one was just as generic as the first Dash, but it does in C tier due to being tied in with Boom. Disgusting!
Alright, chill out, Egghead. We just have one more Boom game to go, and that's Fire and Ice.
You know, somehow this one wasn't as shitty as the other console Boom games. The pacing was a bit better, and some parts were fun to play. I'd bump this to D tier.
Yeah, I agree with Knuckles. For the last Boom game, it at least was a bit of an improvement.
Although I despise Boom, I can agree with that.
D tier it is then. Thankfully, an absolute banger came out after all this Boom shit, none other than Sonic Mania.
Oh, hell yeah! You S tier that shit right now.
An absolutely glorious return for the classic era with amazing graphics and music. A top-tier game.
Not to mention, if we put this game any lower, we'll probably get absolutely demolished in the comments. So, yeah, S tier.
Well, that was quick and easy. Thank you so much, Headcanon.
But on the complete opposite side is Sonic Forces. Damn, this game was such a letdown. I never enjoyed it, and it's easily the worst boost game.
A game where I finally take over the world and it comes out like this! What an absolute embarrassment!
The level design was literally boost to win. The bosses were lame, and classic Sonic was there for no reason other than nostalgia. I'd give this D or F tier for sure.
Well, if it's down to me, I'd throw it in D tier for not being completely broken or unfun to play. Anyways, next is Forces Speed Battle, which is surprisingly not that bad.
It's honestly crazy that this game still gets updates. There's so many new characters from the movies to even the comics.
I suppose it is not that bad. I'm just so tired of these half-baked mobile games.
Aren't we all? I'll just throw this in B tier and move on to our latest racing game, Team Sonic Racing.
Why the fuck did they get rid of all the other Sega characters? That was one of the best parts. Now it's just so lame.
I agree, that was a very odd decision. This game is very lacking and has not gotten any updates. Throw it in C tier, rodent.
Currently throwing in C tier. And now we're on to the final game on the list and our latest adventure as of this video, Sonic Frontiers.
God, I really like this game. It was a new idea pulled off, right? And it makes me really hopeful for the future of our franchise.
I very much appreciated the more serious tone of this game. I also found the open world very satisfying to roam around in and complete objectives.
And those supersonic boss fights, man. Those were so damn badass. The music went way too fucking hard for those segments.
And to top it all off, we're getting more DLC and story later this year, including more playable characters.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm so excited to be playable again.
Well, with all that said, I honestly think we should end this off with an S tier, guys.
That is fine with me. A nice end to this whole tier list.
Alrighty then, Frontiers gets the S tier. And that's all she wrote, folks.
Wow, this was honestly a lot of fun. Looking at the list, we still have a ton of bangers on our catalog.
I guess sometimes we let the negative aspects of our franchise overshadow the genuinely fun games we have. I really had a lot of fun with this list. Thanks for inviting me, guys.
Eggman, are you gonna say something?
Where in the actual fuck is Mean Bean Machine? Did you rodents remove it from this list?
Wait, what? No, we didn't even make the list, dude.
Quiet, fool! I'm going to take over the world in retaliation for this disrespect once and for all!
Should we do something about that?
Nah, don't worry, you two. I'll be able to take care of him by myself. Thanks for joining the vid, though.
No problem, big bro. We'll see you around.
Yeah, see you later, homie.
Peace, y'all. Up, over, and gone.
Well, what do you want to do now, Tails?
Want to play some Minecraft, Nux?
Oh, hell yeah! Minecraft is goated!
I heard that you two were gonna play some Minecraft.
How the hell did you find that out? We just said that.
That's not important. Do you have room for one more?
Yeah, I guess you can join if you want to, Shadow. Sonic's gone right now, so we could use one more.
It's settled then. Let's get that damn Ender Dragon.
Yo, if I'm being honest, the Generations remake looks pretty cool, all things considered. What do you guys think?
It looks fine and all, but I for real hate that name. Like they could have picked anything else. But they decided to go with a name that's making the internet run wild.
Gens is a peak game, and the Shadow shit looks dope too. I'm grabbing it when it comes out for sure.
Man, all this talk about new games just has me itching to talk about more Sonic games. It's just fun to talk about our franchise, whether it's cool stuff or ugly stuff.
I know, right? Too bad we went over practically everything in the first tier list we did.
Yeah, we covered our whole catalog. We don't really got anything else, aside from Superstars, I guess.
Oh yeah, that wasn't out when we made the tier list. What were your thoughts on the game, boys?
Oh, you know, it was fine. It sure was a 2D Sonic game with co-op.
Yeah, it sure was that. The skins were neat, I guess. Also, Fang coming back was cool too.
All right, cool.
Fan games!
Wait, what's up next?
I just had a brain blast, guys! Why don't we rank fan games this time round? We said we should do it eventually anyhow.
Oh yeah, the fans have made so much awesome content over the years. It's insane how many Sonic fan games there are now.
That sounds like a rad idea. Okay then, I'll find a tier list to use for the vid. And for the record, we aren't going to be covering every single fan game out there since there's already a shit ton.
Yeah, we should definitely just do most of the well-known ones for now, but if anyone wants to see a part 2, then let us know.
And thanks everyone for the support on the channel. We passed 5,000 subs just a few weeks ago. Keep up the good work, team.
Yeah, what the Knucklehead said. We love you all, but anyways, we got the list right here with a good chunk of fan games. Looks like we got Sonic 3D and 2D up first.
So for context, this fan game reimagines Sonic 3D Blast's general story and levels in the style of the Genesis games. It's a pretty cool idea that's executed really well in my opinion.
Yeah, the sprite work for this game is totally fantastic too, especially for Rusty Ruin. That zone looks fire.
There's tons of extra content as well, like achievements, a special stage zone, and a ton of new characters, including Bluckles. It's literally just me, but blue.
And I love all the Act 1 boss fights. There's so many returning faces like Fang, Tails Doll, and all the Mecha Sonics in a single fight.
Don't forget about Metal Knuckles.
More like Middle Knuckles, heh.
Shut up, bitch.
Fair enough. So overall 3D and 2D is pretty solid overall, and I'm good with giving it anything B or higher.
I think starting us off with a strong A tier sounds about right.
Yeah, that vibes.
Alrighty, A tier it is. Now we're on to a 2-in-1 deal here. Sonic before the sequel and after the sequel.
Some of the first Sonic fan games to ever get proper attention, they may be old, but they're still gems.
On God Knucklehead, I remember being seriously impressed by these. They basically try to fill in the gaps between the first couple Sonic games, which is such a neat idea.
They both look incredible. And I love the little transitions that happen when you go too far up or down a zone. The music also slaps hard.
Although I think it goes without saying that after the sequel is way better than before. It's all pretty much due to before being pretty outdated, while after got a good upgrade between development times.
Yeah, that's fair. Although the last thing I gotta point out is that these games actually put in cutscenes to classic-style Sonic games. That's fucking dope as hell, and give them major points.
Oh, hell yeah. Those Junyo Sonic cutscenes will always have a special place in my heart.
So, I think it would be fair overall to give before a B tier and after an A tier. They aren't the best in the world, but they sure are solid and hold up even to today.
You're spitting facts right now, Knucklehead. B tier and A tier respectively for the sequel duo. Now we're on to a unique one here. What do we think about Battle R?
Battle R is definitely interesting since it takes a pretty obscure Sonic game, that being Sonic R, and turns it into an upgraded version complete with Dreamcast-styled graphics.
Not to mention there's tons of zones to race on from all different Sonic games like Adventure 2, Colors, and Heroes. But what makes this game really fresh is the multiplayer and the unique power-ups each character gets.
Also, the cool, unique chows you can collect and customize. That's such a neat add-on. My chow was badass.
And despite that, you never beat me in a race, ever.
Oh, hush it, Furball. You know that my character is slow as shit in this game.
Skill issue.
I'm gonna make your faces a skill issue in a second.
All right, chill out, Red. I really quickly have to bring up that the controls and camera in this game are a bit iffy, and the game in general still needs some polish to make it great. Still, though, I think a solid B tier is in order here.
Yeah, that sounds about right. B tier it is. Next up on our list is Classic and Classic 2.
Just some good old-fashioned classic Sonic fan games. The sprite work is great, and the music is tight.
Both the first and second game are very high quality, and honestly could probably be mistaken for actual Sonic games released back then. They fit in so well for what they're supposed to be.
There really isn't much needed to be said, other than they are in fact good classic Sonic games. I'll throw them both in A tier.
Yeah, some of these are pretty self-explanatory and don't really need much time to discuss if you guys couldn't tell.
Hey, less words for some means we can get to more words for the cool shit.
So true, Red. Speaking of cool shit, next up on our list is Sonic Fan Remix.
So when I first saw this game, I immediately got Sonic 4 vibes, since it kind of just has that general look and feel.
The good thing about this game, though, is that it's actually fun to play and looks damn awesome, unlike that piece of shit 4.
Yeah, the level design is good, the physics are pretty solid, and I love all the sound effects used in the 3 levels like the water sounds.
That's the one issue, though. This is the first game on the list that was straight up abandoned and left unfinished. So there's only 3 levels.
So lame. But yeah, the website for the game isn't even up anymore, which puts it down by quite a few points in my opinion.
Yeah, it's tough, and I feel like it probably could have gotten an A tier if it was finished. For now, though, I'll be sticking it in C tier. Still worth checking out, though.
Oh man, next is Sonic Nexus. This one came out way back in the late 2000s, if I remember right.
Yeah, you'd be right, Nux. This is another oldie. It was actually being worked on using Christian Whitehead's retro engine. Although I think it lost production when he was hired by Sega.
Yeah, something like that. Now there isn't much to be said about it. It's a solid 2-act fan game that's largely inspired by Sonic CD. The music is nice, my sprite is good, but other than that, nothing to write home about.
Yeah, I'd just give it another C tier. It's fine.
Alright then. Alright, next is... Oh dear lord.
Oh, what's that? Sonic Omens? You mean the game with stolen music from Cars 2? You mean the game with shitty voice acting? You mean the game that for some reason brought back fucking Chris Thorndike? You mean the game that had a tedious, boring as fuck, annoying tower level with a tree? You mean the game that had an owner that set up a Patreon where you had to pay to play early versions of the game, despite the fact that you're literally not supposed to make profit off a fan game, but instead, they did it anyway, and even put random-ass QR codes around the game to make it nothing more than a soulless failure that everyone loathes now.
Yeah, fuck that shit. Alright, coming off that mistake of a game. Next up is Sonic Overture. And my god, this game is crazy cool!
It's totally cool!
My
It's a
fucking
prequel to
ears.
the first Sonic game, and it adds so many elements from the concepts we saw for the creation of the franchise!
Yeah, they put in Eggman's old pajama design, and even the rabbit that Sonic was going to be before he turned into a spiky shit stain.
Those were the days where he didn't take me too seriously. If only that egghead knew what hell was coming.
Even though this game only has 2 zones, it seems to still be getting worked on, so we could see a full version sometime in the future. With that being said, I think we should give it A tier for now.
Yeah, that works. Maybe it can be bumped up to S tier if it's finished. Alright, now we're on to Retro Sonic.
This is another pretty old one. It came out in 2007, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure the creators were also asked to work on the mobile ports for the classic games, so it's kinda like Nexus in that regard.
Yeah, this one has a lot of CD-inspired stuff, and the level design is pretty solid as well. Although I do remember crashing when I found a special stage ring, so that was weird.
Yeah, this game was abandoned kind of like Nexus, so there isn't much to say other than it's fine. I'd go B tier tops.
Same here, since we need to get to this next entry pronto.
Damn right we do. Alright, B tier for Retro Sonic, and next up, of course, is the one and only Sonic Robo Blast 2.
If this doesn't go anywhere other than S, I'm offing myself.
That's a pretty extreme knocks, but yeah, Robo Blast 2 is peak as fuck.
So, for those who for some reason don't know, Robo Blast 2 is a Doom mod which takes 2D Sonic sprites and puts it into a 3D environment.
But the best part about this game is that it's completely modable. There's literally hundreds of character mods, level mods, so much cool shit that's been made.
And even then, the base game is great. The levels are interesting and fun to go through. They brought back Fang, and you can even play in multiplayer. This game has it all!
Yeah, Robo Blast 2 is an easy S tier. If y'all haven't played it, then do it right this instant.
Kinda sad that game is better than like 80% of our official games.
Shut up, bro. We have mods too. For some games at least.
Speaking of mods, one of the RB2 mods got its own spot on the list. That, of course, being Robo Blast 2 Kart.
Oh my god, one of the best racing games I've ever played.
Facts, little buddy. Not to mention this mod has its own mods, and this mod is a mod of a Doom mod. Modception!
Okay, don't break your brain, knucklehead. But yeah, this game gets a S tier as well, no question. Seriously, check out Robo Blast 2, y'all.
Shouldn't we talk about Robo Blast 1 now, though?
Oh yeah, the first game. I gotta say, it looks fantastic.
guys?
It clearly took inspiration from Mania with all the smooth animation going on.
Yeah, for real! Again, it's just a 2-act
Guys,
demo, so
hello?
there isn't too much to play, but it's so smooth, and the music is great.
Yeah, it definitely isn't as impressive as Robo Blast 1, but I'm fine with giving it a strong A tier for now.
Guys!
What the fuck do you want, Tails, you little bitch?
That isn't the original Robo Blast 1, it's a remake.
Wait, really? Well, what does the original look like then?
Alright, here, I'll show you.
Oh, ew!
That's, yeah, I can't defend that D tier.
Alright, we got a few more to go. Next up is Time Attacked.
Time Attack? Man, this shit came out in 2003. It's basically ancient.
Damn, that's freaking centuries in fan game time. Yeah, I can't say this game has aged well. At all, really.
The controls aren't too great, the screen is small, and the music is really crunchy. It's just what happens when something is left in the dust to time.
Although I will admit my sprite actually doesn't look too bad. Gotta say.
Other than the sprite, the game is mid nowadays. I say C tier at best.
Yeah, C tier is fair. Alright, now we're on to Time Twisted. This one's neato.
Yeah, I remember that this was one of the first fan games that really stood out with all the custom sprite work, new music, and even some cutscenes.
This game definitely takes a lot of notes from CD again, mainly due to the past and future post returning. That's cool in my book since CD is fire.
The cutscenes do show their age, but the level design, cool sprites, and returning mechanics make Time Twisted a certified classic fan game in my opinion.
I feel like this one could have totally benefited from a sequel though.
Yeah, Time Twisted 2, Triple T, make it happen.
I'd say this is another solid A tier, big bro.
Sounds about right to me. Alright, we got 4 games left. Next up is an absolute banger in Triple Trouble 16-bit.
This game does exactly what it wants to do. Put Triple Trouble on the Genesis. It does that in a spot-on way.
Triple Trouble has always felt like the best 8-bit game for me. If the fan game was actually how the game went officially, then I feel it could have a chance to honestly be the best classic Sonic game.
Definitely without question one of the best fan games out there. The music is great, and the level design and enemies, while consistent to the 8-bit original, still feel fresh. Hats off to everyone who made this insane remake.
Is it really an S tier though?
It has the drop dash too.
Well, guess it's an S tier then. Now we're on to Sonic Utopia. Damn, this game is tragic. It's so good but just never got completed or improved on outside of one level.
This game ran with, pun intended, the idea of an open-world Sonic game much earlier than Frontiers did. It genuinely looks so good, and the area you get to play in can occupy you for hours.
And it feels so good to play. Like, it is so satisfying to gain speed and do crazy jumps without losing any momentum. Speaking of which, the momentum feels perfect in this game.
There's tons of secret areas to the side of the level to explore, and the Green Hill remix sounds great.
This could be the best Sonic fan game. Or at the very least, the best 3D Sonic fan game if it was just finished. But now it's stuck in a one-level state, and I don't feel like it can get an S like that.
Honestly, I feel like it could get an A considering how good it is just on one level alone.
Yeah, it should get an A at best. Its impact was way too noteworthy for anything less.
Alright, that makes sense. Second to last on this list is Sonic XG.
I actually hadn't heard of this game until recently. It's a direct sequel to Sonic and Knuckles, which is something I'm surprised people haven't done before.
Yeah, I mean it makes the Death Egg crash into Angel Island. That's a pretty cool twist in my opinion.
Gotta say that the frame rate isn't too good on XG and kinda makes the game feel slower than it should be. but it isn't too big of a deal.
Overall, the game isn't too remarkable, but it ain't bad by any means. I think that earns it a solid B.
Sounds fair to me. And now we're on to the last fan game of the day, that being Sonic 0.
Okay, so this is unfortunately one that's currently stuck in demo form. However, I immediately need to praise the fact that this is one of the only fan games to have a hub world for a 2D game. That's awesome!
Yeah, it's pretty cool, I'll give it that, but there really isn't much to this game in its state. One of the first levels is just a big water level, with some good sprite work, I guess.
Yeah, and it sure doesn't help that the demo was released in 2012, and we've since gotten, like, nothing.
It sucks to end the list on some mid, but that's just how it goes sometimes. C tier for me.
C tier for me, too.
Alright, and with that, another tier list is wrapped up with a nice little bow. Good job, fan game devs. You guys are crazy awesome.
And there are plenty of other fan games that weren't on the list. You all should totally play them. They're so amazing.
Not to mention the fan output is better than the slop Sega cook.
Shut up, Nux.
Jeez! Okay, well, with that out of the way, what do we got planned next, boys?
I'll probably find another game for us to play. It's been a while anyhow.
Sounds good. I'm ready to win another one and leave you two in the dust.
In your dreams, little bro. I'll catch you guys later, but be prepared for the almighty knucklehead to rain down his fury.
Catch you two in the next one. Peace, y'all. Okay. I think we're finally done with Eggman and all his bots. Jeez, I hate it when they raid our VCs.
On God, it's like they don't got anything better to do with their lives. Like, I'm just trying to vibe with the boys, man.
I mean, to be honest, when is there ever a week where we don't come across one new bad guy who just wants to ruin our days, right?
Yeah, it feels like there's always gonna be that one stupid, dumb, edgy, testosterone-filled villain who just has a hate boner for us specifically.
You know, this setup for the tier list today could have been seen coming from a mile away, right?
Hey, I thought it was a pretty good way to, smoothly transition our way in.
Yo, I'm lost. What the hell are you chuckle nuts talking about again?
Damn it, Knuckles. We're talking about the tier list plan for today. To rank our villains? Remember?
Yeah, I knew that. Just testing you guys is all.
Sure, buddy, sure. So, quick question, Sonic. How are we ranking these guys?
Yeah, are we ranking them based on how evil they are? Or is it just about how good of a character they are in our series?
It can just be a mix of both for all I care. It doesn't really matter since most of these guys are dead anyways.
Damn, that's dark, but kinda true. Alrighty then, grab that tier list big, bro.
Sure thing. Give me 1 second, you two.
I really quickly gotta announce that we just hit 10,000 subscribers on the channel. Wahoo!
What the fuck?
Knuckles' terrible Mario impression aside, yeah, we just hit the big 10K. Thank you all so much for all your support on the channel. It's been completely mind-blowing.
Also, this video's tier list topic was requested by one of our good old members, that being Mr. Troll. If you want to have your video suggestions become a reality, then feel free to get a membership too!
Wow, you actually managed to stay on script instead of screaming at our audience like a moron?
Shut the hell up, blue bitch! You got that tier list ready?
Chill out, Nux. I got the tier list right here. And for the record, we're only doing villains from the games. Otherwise, this would take years.
Alrighty then, let's rank some bad guys.
Okay, so looking at the tier list order here, first up is Dark Gaia from Sonic Unleashed. Damn. We're starting things off with the villain that literally broke the world.
The incarnation of darkness and destruction itself. Not to mention it has a creepy-ass design. Holy shit!
For real, this guy took on me and Chip by himself. It was a tough as hell battle, I tell you what.
I could take him easily.
Is that supposed to be a joke or something, Nux?
Hey, there's a good reason I wasn't put in Unleashed. I would have been unstoppable, dishing out knuckle sandwiches everywhere.
Oh my god. Getting back on topic, I think Dark Gaia was a tough threat, and one of the strongest villains we've faced yet. But he isn't really brimming with personality or anything either.
Yeah, that's true. I can see him getting a solid A tier to start things off, though.
I'd still beat his ass, though.
Jesus, moving on from that, next up is Chaos himself. I don't think there's much to be said other than Chaos was a great antagonist for Adventure 1.
Facts. I liked how he just got more and more badass with each Chaos Emerald he ate up.
Also, his backstory was a nice one to unfold, learning that he was a protector of the Chao Temple and was only consumed by evil when the Echidna tribe attacked. It was pretty cool to have him not just be a standard lackey.
Yeah, my bad, bro.
And with the release of Frontiers and the Ancients definitely having a connection with Chaos, it just makes him all the more interesting and unique.
Although I gotta wonder if his shitty outing in Forces bumps him down a little.
On God, Bro didn't even get to have his own boss fight. Just there for crappy nostalgia.
That's fair, but I don't think it's too damaging in hindsight. Plus, his generation's boss battle was pretty sick too.
Yeah, that was a sick fight, I'll give it that.
Okay, then I'm definitely giving Chaos the S tier without question. And now we're on to a certain trio from the Riders games, the Babylon Rogues.
Oh, mid, so very mid.
Really, Nux? That's it?
Yeah, I expected a little more here.
What the hell do you want me to say? They're just a bunch of petty thieves who happen to be birds. Plus, Storm didn't have shit on me, bro.
Actually, come to think of it, they were barely villains. Like, I'm pretty sure Jet's only motivation most of the time was to beat Sonic in a race. They couldn't even win aside from that one time when Wave put a bomb on your blue star.
That's true, but you can't deny that they are fairly iconic characters now. At least they reappear every now and then, and didn't just die with free ride.
Nope, don't mention that rancid title or else I'll have a meltdown.
Seriously, Sonic? Don't scare us like that. Anyways, I don't really see the Rogues being placed anywhere higher than C tier. It's really their reoccurrence that holds them up now.
That's fair. C tier for those fucking birds that I hate. Anyways, next up is, who the actual fuck is this frog dude?
Sonic, that's the Great Battle Cuckoo. Also, he's a bird.
Damn, that thing's a bird. Can't tell given how crap that artwork is. Ha ha ha!
Okay, completely disregarding that zesty-ass laugh, where did this dude appear again?
Well, duh. He appeared in Tails' Adventure, of course.
That's it?
I think he appeared in some of the Archie comics.
So you're saying he goes in D tier?
You know what? I'm not even gonna fight this one.
Hey, that's alright, little buddy. At least you can accept the games Sega gave you were mid. Unlike some people.
Fuck off, bitch boy.
So yeah, this cuckoo fucker can go in D tier. Next up is an actual villain that more than 4 people know about. Black Doom from Shadow the Hedgehog.
I mean, I'll give Doom the fact that he was a pretty menacing villain, and his plan for world domination was pretty screwed up and evil too.
Devil Doom was a pretty cool final form for him as well, I guess. But other than that, there isn't much interesting about him other than him being the leader of the Black Arms.
Well, that, and the fact that he's technically Shadow's father.
That wrinkly black fuck is not my dad, and he never will be. I can't wait to beat his damn ass when Sonic X Shadow comes out. Damn!
Why am I not surprised at all that happened?
Yeah, I swear that dude can hear through screens or something.
Back on topic, I think Doom is a fine enough villain, although he's no staple or anything. B tier sounds about right.
Yeah, we'll go with B tier for the quite literal edgelord. Now we're on to an interesting one here, Merlina from Black Knight.
What's so special about her? The only thing I remember is that she was some double-crossing bitch that just so happened to be Merlin's granddaughter.
Jeez, take it easy, Nux. And you're wrong. She's arguably one of the most intricate Sonic villains out there.
True, she actually took my words to heart after our final battle. I was a little shaken after that betrayal, but hey, it happens, right?
It's also easy to see why she wanted to make her kingdom live forever, and it's easy to sympathize with her sorrow.
Fair enough. That final boss fight was pretty badass though, right?
Hell yeah!
That's what I'm talking about. So anyways, we thinking a solid A tier then?
Totally. An extremely underrated villain, in my opinion.
Alrighty then, who's up next? Oh look, it's Eggman Neo.
Stop it, Nux!
Say his name!
What? What did I do wrong?
It's nothing. Just don't say his full name. That last part sounds like a very specific word.
What word?
Oh my god,
I'll
back to
figure
the
that
tier
word
list.
out,
I really
trust
don't
me.
find this dude that interesting, to be honest.
I'll be one to give ol' Eggy some credit here. He's really cunning and sneaky with all the tricks he pulled off in the Rush games. Not to mention he even beat Eggman a couple of times. I swear he hates Egghead more than me, which is impressive.
For some reason though, he's just kind of relegated to the Mario and Sonic games of all things. Like that's one of the most random game series to rot on LMAO.
Yeah, it's
Bro
pretty
just
weird,
said
but with
LMAO
all that being
unironically.
said, I think Eggman 2 can just go in B tier.
Works for me, B tier, but now we're on to the actual real deal. Mr. Egghead himself.
Yeah, I think if we placed Eggman anywhere other than S tier, we'd get shot or something.
True, as much as I hate that fat old man, he's still our most famous enemy, and the Sonic series wouldn't be the same without him.
Bro's had his ups and downs, but in terms of Sonic villains, it doesn't get much better than the Doc himself. S tier, easy.
Is that the dude from Secret Rings next? How do you say his name again?
I think it's like Eraser Jin? I don't know, he's mid anyways.
Eraser Jin? Pfft, Okay then, do me a favor and erase his chance of getting any high tier.
Not to mention that ugly-ass final transformation. Arufu Rera Warera. Geez, this dude is the king of stupid-ass names.
Damn, it sounded like you were conducting witchcraft for a second. Anyways, just throw this genie bitch in C tier, I guess.
Sounds good to me. All right, now we're on to, Tails, is this another one of your game's bosses?
Oh my god, just D tier her. I don't want to talk about it right now.
Okay then. All right, now we're on to a pretty interesting character. Dr. Gerald Robotnik himself. Rip.
Mega rip. Gotta admit, as insane as Gerald got near the end of his life, his motivations for creating a cure to save Maria was pretty tragic, all things considered.
Yeah, but like, he's dead! We never even met him! How are we supposed to rank him then?
Well, I'll tell you what. We can put him in A tier because of the backstory he was built. However, he stays out of S tier for one simple reason.
What's the reason?
He gave birth to Eggman's parents.
Yep, fair point. Can't have that shit going in S.
Glad we agree. All right, now we're on to the leader of the hard-boiled heavies, the Heavy King.
Gotta respect the dude for not listening to Eggman most of the time. Not a lot of his bots do that.
True, and his fights were pretty sick, especially with his Phantom King form. Badass classic Sonic moment.
Other than that, though, he's really just there to try and take the Phantom Ruby for his troop. Not too much left to say. B tier, in my opinion.
Yeah, some of these dudes are just one-and-done baddies, which is fine. Now we're on to Iblis from Sonic 06.
Nobody really talks about him. If you're talking about an 06 villain, you're either talking about Mephiles or nothing at all.
True. He's just kinda another big beast that causes mayhem. The only real important thing he does is make Solaris at the end of the game.
Fair enough. I'll just chuck him in C tier then. Okay, now we're on to Ifrit from Sonic Rivals 2. Son of a bitch, fine, he can go in C tier too.
What in the actual fuck is an Ifrit?
He's just some beast who... Oh, never mind, nobody gives a shit about Rivals. Okay, now we're on to Infinite.
More like infinitely mid, cause damn, talk about wasted potential.
Facts, little buddy! Seriously, this dude got called weak by Shadow one time, and then proceeded to turn into an edgy, mask-wearing embarrassment for the rest of the game.
There was a little bit of a cool idea going on with Infinite, and how his connection to the Phantom Ruby kinda tied him in with Mania in the tiniest way.
Yeah, but Forces was kinda doomed from the start, and the fact that its new villain was so mid definitely didn't help. I'm thinking C tier again.
Well, hey, at least Forces led to IDW. Am I right, boys?
Facts!
Goated comic series on God.
Okay, Infamid can go in C tier, and now we're on to the... Oh my god, we're really getting to the bottom of the barrel. I don't even know this dude.
That's the guy from Sonic Chronicles. Imperator Ix, if I recall correctly.
Oh yeah, that's the asshole who took over the ancient world when the Knuckles tribe died out. Instant D tier!
Okay, Knuckles' obvious familiarity bias aside, yeah, this guy had no redeeming shit. Not surprising, given that he's a Chronicles character.
I frankly don't care enough to fact-check you guys on that, so... Yeah, D tier. Next up is freaking King Boom Boo. What do you guys think about the great and mighty King Boom Boo?
King Boom Boo was awesome! My favorite part is when he said, "It's King Boom Booing time," and then proceeded to King Boom everywhere.
King Boom Boo is a god among men. Everyone should accept King Boom Boo as their new god.
Alrighty, so King Boom Boo is going into D tier, and now we're on to Mephiles himself. And not gonna lie, I don't think he's too bad now.
Yeah, I think it's just the stink of 06 rubbing off onto him. The story of 06 was decent, and Mephiles was a pretty good villain, all things considered.
Seriously, I mean, he freaking killed Sonic, man! I personally don't know any other person who's canonically straight up murdered Sonic.
True, I still feel that shit even to today. But it helps that Sega still seems to give a crap about Mephiles, since he's appeared in some spin-offs like Forces Speed Battle.
Plus, there's even rumors that the dude will appear in Sonic X Shadow, too!
Finally, a solid Sonic villain after a heap of mid! I say give him an A tier, Sonic!
Sounds good to me. Alrighty, we're nearing the end of the list. Next up is another iconic villain, Metal Sonic. I think this is an easy S tier.
You sure? He hasn't really been used much as of late.
No, I'm with Sonic on this one. Metal was always meant to be Sonic's equal, and the classic games more than hold him up as that.
That's fair, actually. I especially loved his appearance in the OVA movie. That shit was so tight!
For real. Not to mention what's been going on with him in the comics. Y'all remember that one page with him, right?
Oh my god, that part was deep.
Oh God, that was crazy.
Okay, no need to get sappy though. Anyways, S tier good for you guys?
Yeah, I've been convinced. Throw him up there.
Bet. S tier for metal. Next is that one robot from Rider Zero Gravity. SCRHD, I think?
Jesus, who cares? Like, is there anything interesting about this guy? At all?
His English voice actor played Johnson from Yu-Gi-Oh!
Somebody kill those fucking crickets, man!
Okay, there's nothing to say, so D tier for this guy. Now we're on to the other group of the list, the Deadly Six.
Jeez, I hate to use another mid-joke, but more like the Midley Six, because there's nothing cool about any of them.
And the weirdest part about it all is just how hard Sega is pushing Zavok. Like, seriously, he's in Forces, Mario and Sonic, Team Sonic Racing. We don't give a shit about him, Sega. He isn't cool.
Couldn't have said it better myself. I don't even remember the rest of their names, and frankly, I don't care. C tier, only because they at least offered something in Lost World.
But now we're on to another big, world-ending threat again. The Time Eater from Generations. Gotta admit, it has a pretty sick design.
It looks cool as shit, but frankly, it doesn't do too much. Sure, it controls time and all, but it's basically just a giant mech for the Eggmans at the end of the game.
And I love Generations and all, but frankly, that final boss was mid and kinda ruined the ending for me.
Yeah, I'm just thinking a B tier for this one, guys. The design carries it hard.
B tier works? Yeah. Okay, the last character on the list is Captain Whisker from Rush Adventure, and like, I hate to end this on a midpoint, but this guy was lame, man.
True that. His design is pretty cool, I guess. I like the pirate theme, but I don't think he did anything memorable.
Not to mention he's a fucking dumbass. Like, I thought I was stupid, but this guy takes the dumbass cake for real.
You know it's tough when you can barely take the villain seriously. I think he can just go in C tier with the rest of the mid-villains.
And it looks like that's a wrap. Man, it feels like a lot of these guys were just kind of villains of the week, huh?
It's easy to look at it that way, I guess. But it is nice to get a genuinely good bad guy every now and then.
It's nice? Maybe from a gamer's POV it's nice, but for us it's hell. I'm getting too old for this, man.
Bro, you canonically aren't even an adult. What the fuck are you on about?
I don't know, it's just backbreaking work, okay? I need a vacation.
Maybe one of these days, big bro. One of these days.
Well, I think we should call it there, guys. Wanna do some gameplay now?
You bet! Gotta be pumping out those videos as fast as Sega makes irrelevant villains!
I'm down too. Let's head over to the gaming VC right now.
Alright, bet. Let's do it.
God fucking damn it. I was totally gonna start trolling that faker with anti-hero shit as revenge for beating me in Uno. Bad timing strikes again.
You know, don't you think this is just a little bit unhealthy, Shadowhun? I mean, you can't go a dang minute without saying faker this, faker that. It might be time to chill out.
Shut the hell up, Rouge. You don't know what's good for me. That faker deserves every last bit of what comes to him.
Jeez, old man, fine. A girl can't offer a little advice to her friend, I see. Some much-needed advice at that.
Omega, back me up here, man. I don't have any unhealthy tendencies, right?
Query. Permission to speak freely for the answer to your question?
Yeah, whatever. Permission granted.
You need serious fucking help, bro.
Damn!
Well, we finally reached the big 20K, huh?
Yeah, it was pretty fast too. Like, I'm pretty sure we gained like 10K in a month or so.
What are we talking about again?
Duh? We reached 20,000, Nux? You know, the big 20K?
Pardon?
You can't be serious, the 20,000 subscribers? For our freaking YouTube channel.
Oh, that thing. Why didn't you say so? All right, I'm game. What are we doing today?
Well, we're gonna be playing a very special game, folks. A special game that we Sonic peeps hold near and dear to our hearts.
We're finally playing Glover for the Nintendo 64.
Oh my god, just boot up the game, Sonic.
Yeah, I might as well now. Here you go, everyone.
Wait, this isn't Glover!
No, it isn't Nux. It's one of the best games to ever come out on the Sega Genesis. Sonic the Hedgehog!
Yes, we're finally playing a Sonic game! And the very first at that. Get ready, everyone!
I guess this is a good sub for Glover.
Shut up about your weird obsession with
Never!
Glover, Nux!
Guys, hold on. I need a moment of silence for this. Fucking fantastic soundtrack. All right, we can talk again now.
So how's this gonna go? Are we going through the whole game?
Pretty much, yeah. We're obviously not gonna be able to beat it all in one episode, but we're gonna just play at our own pace for now.
Then I suggest we take turns for when we beat levels and all that good stuff.
We also better be doing this to completion. That includes getting all 6 emeralds.
That might be tough. given the special stages are garbage,
Facts.
but fair enough.
Speaking of which, you got the special ring already. Don't screw it up. This is your game after all.
It's technically everyone's game, Nux. I mean, we are Sonic characters.
Don't know what you're smoking, kid. I ain't in this mid-ass game.
Oh my god, we're not even 2 minutes into the game. Chill the hell out, bro.
I know we're having a dandy time in Green Hill right now, but it's only gonna get worse from here.
Don't be such a negative knucklehead, yo. Also, good job, big bro. You're almost there.
Yeah, looks like I got this in the bag. Just gotta squeeze on in here and there we go. That's 1 emerald down. On to you, Tails.
Alrighty then. Time for good old Miles Prower to cook, ladies and gentlemen.
You guys ever wonder why they decided to use 7 emeralds after the first game instead of sticking with 6?
You know, I actually read about it, and apparently in lore, the 7th was found on West Side Island by Eggman. That's at least the reason in canon.
Ew, Eggman. I hate that name. Top 5 worst names of all time. Maybe even top 3.
Straight facts, Knucklehead. Although I think I gotta give Egghead props for once. Without that 7th emerald, your boy can't go super.
Speaking of super, look at this. Invincibility theme goes hard too, by the way.
Man, I really wish shields weren't restricted to the classic games. I miss using those things.
Now all we got are the mid-ass whips for elemental stuff. Hell, it's a stretch to even call them elemental.
True. But with all that said, I just cooked this in 40 seconds.
Nice job,
and
buddy.
got
Good
the
shit,
special
Tails.
ring. Let's go, baby.
All right, you got this, little buddy. No pressure.
Oh man, these ones always stress me out a ton.
We'll just have to wait until Sonic 3 and Knuckles for actual
geez.
peak special stage levels.
That's cap. The Sonic CD special stages are way better, and that bitch came out before 3 and Nux.
I'll have you know that I find running after UFOs with jank-ass hitboxes to be very mid, in fact.
Well, too bad nobody asked you about your thoughts, dummy boy.
And too bad nobody asked you to make a cringe-ass Eggman impression. What the fuck was that?
Guys, can you let me focus for a second, please? I'm almost there.
Sorry.
Almost got it.
Ah, there we go. 2nd emerald secured.
Good stuff. Now it's your turn, Nux.
Wait, so does this mean I'll be fighting all the bosses given the possibility we don't die at all?
I mean, yeah, that's true. But I'm sure one of us is bound to lose a life sometime in this game. It isn't exactly the easiest thing to play.
Damn straight. I don't really care anyways. Any excuse to beat the fuck out of that fat ass is good enough for me. There he is! Die, you
Jesus,
stupid
man.
egg!
Damn. Bro just spawned in for 2 seconds and he's already half dead.
I'm gonna no-sell this bitch! Damn!
Chill out, Knucklehead. Don't get reckless.
No mercy, mother trucker. I beat eggheads like it's a full-time job.
Damn, that wasn't even 15 seconds. Guess I'm not surprised since it's the first fight and all. Good stuff, Nux.
No problem. Now be free, small critters. Be free.
And just like that, Green Hill Zone can be checked off the list for zones completed.
Oh no. Now we're immediately moving on to mid. No!
Quit it, you fucking drama king. Marble Zone might suck big fat donkey dick, but it ain't all bad.
It's not just that, Sonic. We're barely gonna see a half-decent zone for a good-ass while now.
Yeah, I gotta side with Nux, actually. I'm gonna be dreading the next couple zones.
All right, I get it. Although you gotta admit the zone theme is pretty good.
Yeah, but that's kind of a given if you think about it, really.
Yeah, like I hate the fuck out of dumbass
Ouch.
Labyrinth Zone, and even that has a pretty good soundtrack.
Fair point, I guess.
All right, just keep those rings and we'll have another emerald in no time, Sonic.
Well, easier said than done.
Yeah, this zone makes it pretty damn hard to not get hit.
Damn fucking lava!
Thanks for the example, Big Blue.
Fuck up. Shield acquired, we living this shite, boys.
Ain't no way bro is getting hyped up over a damn normal shield.
You know, I always used to think this was just the bubble shield, so I'd always get confused whenever I was in water and heard the drown.
Ah,
Don't
shut
scare
up!
me
Don't
like
say that, buddy!
Tails.
Oh yeah, I forgot even mentioning that theme sends us into a state of terror and panic. My bad.
It's fine, little buddy. Let's just keep going up these damn spike chandelier thingies.
Yeah, let's.
Alrighty, the end is right here. Good stuff, boys.
Too bad you weren't able to get enough rings for a special stage. But it ain't the end of the world.
Alrighty, let's slide down right here. Act 2 of Marble Zone isn't too bad, so I'ma try to keep 50 rings this time.
You see, that's another issue I have with this game. You gotta be real careful to not get hit if you want to get a special stage, which completely goes against the speed-focused gameplay it should have been prioritizing.
I hear you, Nux, I really do. But I feel like we're punishing this game a little too much considering it was the first. Obviously, things are gonna improve.
I'm just saying that if Sega really wanted a speed and momentum-based platformer, They shouldn't have made level design and game mechanics that actively slow you down.
Yeah, I get it. Fair enough.
Hey, that's why Sonic 2 is there. Am I right, guys?
Shit's good, but it still doesn't hold a candle to 3 and Knuckles, dummy.
You're the dummy. 2 is goated.
Guys, stop making me babysit you two for the love of God.
Knuckles started it.
Huh? No, Tails started it.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, huh?
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, huh?
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, huh?
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, huh?
Nuh-uh.
Yeah,
Nuh-uh.
huh?
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, huh?
Shut the fuck up, you bitch!
Sorry, Sonic.
Yeah, our bad, bro.
It's fine, it's fine. Let's just try to act like non-5-year-olds.
Tails is literally like 8.
Tails is also a very smart and mature fox for his age, so you know what I mean, knucklehead. Don't act like dumbasses.
Can do, Big Blue.
Come on, Tails, do it. Make it to the goal with the funny number. Yes!
I still don't get it. What the hell is so funny about 69?
Oh my god, like I said, I'll tell you when you're freaking older.
I can't freaking get up there anymore, damn it!
Stay cool, little buddy. Try not to make any reckless moves.
The last thing we want is for you to fall.
Oh, Jesus Christ, help!
Oh!
This game is giving me heart palpitations, I swear to God. Holy cow, that took like 4 minutes. It's all you, Nux. Jeez.
Don't mind if I do. Time to show how Marble Zone gets conquered by me. I prefer this path, to be honest. Damn! Stupid Caterkiller, I hate those guys!
Chill out, Nux. You can't even get a special stage here, so there's no big deal on losing rings.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Still though, fuck those purple bitches.
You know, I'm actually starting to feel like Marble Zone ain't that bad. I mean, seriously, we haven't had much trouble, and compared to other zones, I feel this one's kinda overhated.
I think it's more hated on because it's the second zone in the whole series. I feel that it wouldn't be as bad if it swapped places with Spring Yard Zone or something.
Damn it! You know, that's the one thing that I absolutely won't stand for. Too many goddamn spikes in this zone. Fuck!
It's made worse by the fact that spikes ignore invincibility frames for some freaking reason.
Yeah, I get it. That's one thing I can't deny is real annoying. Those damn spikes.
Oh, and don't even get me started on this part. If I fall, I'm gonna have to do all this bullshit all over again. I swear, I might just lose it.
Just try to lock in, Nux. There's no pressure if you lose rings or anything.
All right. I can do this. Locking in. Now!
Just keep calm. Slow and steady wins the race in this game for some reason.
Just don't get hit by any of these spikes. They'll screw you over big time. Nice job, Nux. Now you just gotta make a couple more jumps.
All right, I got this. No worries.
Okay. Not the biggest setback. You still got rings, so you can easily make it up.
Yeah, there you go, Nux. You got it, buddy.
Yeah, good job, Nux.
Whatever, I don't even care anymore. Take the wheel, Sonic. I need to cool off.
Yeah, that's fair, Nux. All right, I'll try to make up for that lost life.
Okay, we're pretty much back where we were. No pressure, big bro. You got this.
See, this is why we should have at least done the Sonic Forever version of this game. Or at the very least, the Origins version.
Nah, screw that, Nux. I ain't no bitch. We're either playing this game the old-fashioned way, or we ain't playing at all.
First of all, that first statement is blatantly false, you bitch. Secondly, if we were actually doing this old school, we'd be doing it on a legit Genesis and not on an emulator.
Nux, do you honestly think I'm gonna go out of my way to pay like $200 for an old-ass console? I love the gens and all, but come on.
Yeah, eBay scares me, to be honest. That's why I haven't gone retro game hunting yet.
Fair enough. But look, guys, we're on the second boss. Let's kill his ass.
Luckily, this boss is pretty piss easy too, so won't be too much of an issue.
Yeah, I just kind of zone out and listen to the theme, which also slaps, by the way. It really fits Eggman.
Fits him as well as that suit fitting his fat ass, cause goddamn he needs to go on a diet.
Ha ha! That's facts right there. Also, good job, he's donezo.
That never gets old. Anyways, time to be free, little flickies. Go back to your game that came out before us for some reason.
Yeah, Spring Yard Zone. I love this song. It slaps so hard.
This song is quite the slapper. Gotta agree with that.
Huh, I think the funniest part about this zone is the cope sign. Like, that's just amazing. Look at that bullshit, haha.
I think you're coping with that cope sign because nobody says cope unironically anymore.
Cope, seethe, and mauled bitch. There, I just said it unironically.
Jesus, guys, stop making me seem like the mature one here.
Editor, why the hell do you keep doing so many skips?
Well, if we didn't do any skips, then not only would the videos be like 45 minutes long, but also there would be a lot of boring stuff in there too.
Nah, I just think our editor is being a lazy little doo-doo fart.
How the hell are you the guardian of the most powerful stone in the world again?
Because I'm amazing, strong, and awesome. Duh, we've been over this countless times already, little bro.
Yeah, sure you are, man. Alrighty, just gotta pick up a couple more rings here, and alrighty, we're getting that special stage, boys!
Good stuff, Tails. Just be careful, because this emerald can be a little rough to nab.
Yeah, really wishing we were playing Sonic 2 right about now.
You'll be fine. Just don't be a choker like Knuckles back in Marble Zone.
Shut the fuck up, you spiny little cucker! Wow, never mind. You actually killed it there, little buddy.
Thank you. Back to you, Nux.
All right. I won't be doing any choking this time round.
Okay, you got a good chunk of rings, and this act ain't too long. As long as no choking is done, then we'll be good to go.
Yeah, you're right on that, and crap.
This part is always funny to watch.
Crap! Hell!
All right, Nux, chill out. You just need to carefully squeeze through the springs.
Okay, geez, there we go. That's the one part that makes this whole zone like a 6 out of 10 instead of a 7.
Since when the hell were you such a critic?
Bro, we make tier lists and shit talk our own series all the time. What do you expect? Special stage time, boys. I'm gonna redeem myself. Just watch me nab this 5th emerald.
Alright, we're watching with bated breath, just letting you know.
Okay, I remember this one. It's kind of just a straight shot down to the red emerald.
A lot of these are kind of just straight shots to whatever color emerald, to be honest. It doesn't help that the background is trippy and fever dreamish as fuck.
Yeah, when I played one of these for the first time, I just knew that the Sega devs were on something when designing these stages.
Facts, they were smoking the weed LMAO.
We getting this bitch! Yahoo!
Alright, I'ma cook this last level, boys, then we're good.
There's that fabled cope sign again. The devs knew what was up. They weren't high with that decision. Ha ha ha.
Can we stop coping with the cope and get this stuff over with?
Oh wait, fuck! I forgot that was a bottomless pit, damn it!
Looks like Tails is gonna be finishing this now. Unless he chokes again, then yours truly is gonna wrap it up.
Choke again? Oh, just you watch me, knucklehead. Miles Prower is gonna cook a fine-ass meal. See? I'm getting through this part easy peasy. Y'all were just hooked up on that copium or whatever.
Yeah, I guess I was being a little impatient. Gotta go fast and all that jazz. But now you're on to the boss, little bro. Good luck. It ain't too bad from here.
This is the one where Egghead pulls up the floor from under you with a spike, right?
Clearly, he literally just did that. I can kind of hit him from here, though, with the right momentum, of course. Evasive maneuver! Mother trucker! Yeah! Let's go, baby!
Haha, he's dancing on the haters. Good stuff, little bro. I knew you could do it.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh god!
Yo, you good, Nux? Are you having another mental breakdown or something?
Guys, the Labyrinth Zone is next!
Well, son of a motherfucking bitch.
You know, this feels real damn personal. I was talking all about this booty cheeks zone, and now I have to sit here and play it first.
Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not looking forward to the next few minutes of our lives.
I'm already watching Nux playing this, and I can just feel the crappiness coming from this water. I'm scared, you guys.
Nah, I'm gonna cook regardless. Screw it. I'm feeling the suckage, too.
If there's one thing we can all agree on, it's that Labyrinth Zone is 100% suckage.
Damn
That's
straight!
it, bro.
And luckily, we have a life to spare. So it isn't the end of the world if we die.
Nah, fuck that, Sonic! You're straight up capping if you think we're beating the rest of this dumbass game with one stock!
Doc! This ain't Smash Bros, you damn goof nugget.
Wow, you reminded me of a better game than Sonic 1. Thanks for that, dipshit!
That's cap and all, but why the hell are you waiting for air?
Can never be too full of air, especially in this bullfuck zone.
Yeah, I'm siding with Nux on that one. I don't want to hear that awful sound again.
Fair enough, I guess.
Oh my god, I hate this part right here. So many spikes in such a damn tight
Goddamn bro's
space.
molding.
Fuck you, level devs.
Chill out, Nux. Try not to rush it.
Kinda hard not to rush when I'm on a damn time limit.
There you go, Nux. You made it out of...
Hell
run,
no,
Nux!
I'm not gonna
Stop
sleep
the music!
tonight.
Stop
I
it! The
fucking hate
Vietnam
water.
flashbacks
Get the
are
hell
coming
out
back!
Of there,
Nightmare,
Knuckles.
nightmare!
I'm gonna start tweaking on God!
Yeah, now I really need a therapist. Yeah, there was no way in hell I was getting a special stage out of that one. Take the controller, Sonic!
Yay me.
So, I got a question for you guys. Do you think this is the absolute bottom of the barrel, worst classic Sonic stage ever?
Yes, absolutely. There's no contest.
I'm not gonna lie, this zone is trash and all, but I think Metropolis Zone from Sonic 2 might be my least favorite.
Yeah, that's fair. Honestly, those are the main two contenders for worst stage I've heard of.
Nah, that's crazy. The water in this zone turns down the pacing for the game so badly that there's no redeeming qualities. At least Metropolis has no water.
Well, what bugs me about Metropolis is the fact that not only is its enemy placement complete shit, but it's the only zone in the game with 3 acts. Like, what the hell is that cruel bullshit?
True, that did feel like a real kick in the nuts.
It's gotten to the point where I absolutely need to get Supersonic before that zone, so I can at least have a microscopically better time.
Hey, at least with Sonic 2, you actually got the spin dash in Supersonic. You don't get shit in Sonic 1. That's why this zone sucks balls.
Speaking of which, I couldn't get a special stage either. Go figure. Good luck, Tails.
Yeah, I'll do my best. I hate this water slide, though. Always gotta jump at just the right angle.
This part always stumped me as a kid, too. I'd end up falling down the water for like 5 minutes before realizing what I needed to do.
This is kind of like a precursor to that one part in Ice Cap Zone. Sonic 3 and Knuckles. How much I miss your sweet embrace right now.
Oh my god, Nux. If you could stop being down bad for the 3rd game, that'd be great.
Hey, it's hard not to be attracted to something that's as beautiful as that game.
Yeah, I bet that's what you say all the time to
Shut the fuck up, you two-tailed shit stain!
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, huh?
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, huh?
Nuh-uh.
Yeah,
We're not fucking doing this again, you two!
Alright, just a few more jumps and we'll be on to one of the lamest fights in the whole series.
Facts, this fight can kiss my ass.
Yeah, you barely even fight that fat old egg. You just gotta chase him and avoid some bullshit spikes and fire.
Hang on. I'ma try to cook with this one, boys. Just gotta be precise and patient.
Yeah, you got this, little buddy.
Okay, just gotta adjust to the water now. Shouldn't be too bad.
Water shouldn't be too bad? Man, you gotta be capping. That's the baddest thing ever in this game.
Oh my god, we get it. You have hydrophobia or whatever. Let's just watch this play out.
Fuck! Alright, we're still good. Almost there, fellas.
Come on, little buddy. End this water nightmare already.
Yeah, I made it. Wow, that was a close one.
Yes, finally! No more stupid fucking water! Freedom, I say! Freedom!
Good job, Tails. You cooked a fine-ass meal there.
Thanks, guys. On to you, Mr. Punchy.
And would you look at that? We're on to an actually good Sonic 1 zone? I can't believe my eyes.
Facts on that part, Knucklehead. Starlight Zone slaps and the music slaps even harder. It's like the ultimate reward for completing the hell that is Labyrinth Zone.
That I could not agree more. And hey, we can even snag this extra life to give us a good old 3 to our count now. The balance has been restored.
Well, here's another Tails question again. Which zone is the best zone in Sonic 1? Green Hill or Starlight?
Now that's a real head scratcher since I like both.
I think I gotta stick to my tried and true Green Hills. I like Starlight Zone and all, but I'm not a fan of those seesaw things. They kinda ruin the pacing for me.
Yeah, that's fair. Green Hill is great for speed and all, but I prefer the challenge of Starlight on top of it being a good stage. That's my take.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, Nux, just gotta do a tricky little jump here and you're good.
Damn, that jump's a tight squeeze, but I think I made it.
Good shit, Knucklehead.
And you kept the 50 rings. I think you know what that means.
Yep, and we're getting that last Chaos Emerald, folks. Buckle up. All right, here we go. Wish me luck.
You got
good
this,
luck,
Knuckles.
Nux.
Okay. Bust down those walls, come on.
Easy there, no pressure.
Damn it, so close. Oh, wait, here we go. We're so back.
Bust down those gem crystal thingy-mabobs, Nux.
Damn it, I slipped off the...
Whoa! Dude, I'm clenching for real.
Here we go. Wait, no, fuck balls.
Don't give up, Nux. You're still cooking.
Up, there's the bonus. We take those. Whoa!
Nux, you gotta stop that, man. My poor heart can't take the palpitations, bro.
Sorry, hold on, we might be back. Oh my god, yes, we're so back again. Crap, all right, we're getting there though. Almost got it. And there we go, boys. That's 6 Chaos Emeralds down. 0 to go. Wahoo!
That's what we like to see, Nux. We're getting that 100% whether this game likes it or not.
That was the most 11 labs wahoo I've ever heard.
Damn, I hate those guys. I mean, it made more sense to have those types of badniks when I had the Insta-Shield, but Come on.
Yeah, if there's anything I've taken away from this game, it's that I miss all the added moves. I mean, I can't play a classic Sonic game without the drop dash anymore.
You know, that's another reason why we should have just played the Forever version. It's literally the definitive version at this point.
I already told you, Nux. We ain't no bitches here. And besides, Sega might kick our asses if we don't play the original S1.
They literally took the original off Steam. Wouldn't they be pissed that we aren't playing the Origins version instead?
Sonic Origins is straight bullshit and you know it.
Yeah, I can't fight that. It's poo-poo. You doing all right there, Big Blue?
Hang on, let me cook.
Bro can't get up a damn hill!
Yeah, you're burning the house down, Sonic.
Hold the fucking phone! Alright, there we go. No time, flat boys.
Damn, that stage was short. Anyways, my turn?
Watch out for those bomb boys. I hate those bomb boys. Dumb fucking bitch-ass bomb boys!
I mean, they're literally just called bombs, so you aren't far off.
Speaking of bombs, time to lob some explosions at that fat, ugly egg. Blum! Flap! Kapow! Boing!
Stop tweaking, bro!
Sorry! Fuck! Done and done. That's how you cook an egg with grease and oil, folks.
And with that being said, we're on to the final full zone of the game. Get ready, everyone.
Oh boy, I'll go first, I guess. Ah, we're back to mid again. I mean, I guess it ain't as bad as Labyrinth, but still, I don't like Scrap Brain that much.
You're gonna cook, Nux. Maybe. Hopefully. I don't know, you might not.
Gee, thanks, asshole. All right, I got this. This weird-ass timing won't stop me now. Damn it!
Ha ha! You gotta chill, Nux. I mean, this is theoretically the last level you'll need to play if you cook it in one try.
Hopefully the timing does me good. All right, there we go. We're so back, boys. I'm beating this bullshit!
Yeah, that's the one thing you can't let this zone beat you on. It has way too many pits and way too many death pits. Resist the temptation to jump.
Resist the temptation? What the hell do you mean by that? Sonic, are you okay?
I might need that therapist too.
What the fuck?
Hey, I did it in one go after all. Your turn, Sonic. Hopefully you continue resisting the pits.
Ha! I sure will try, you knuckle fuck knuck.
Damn.
Infiltrating the base. That's the Sonic way, y'all. Eggman ain't got nothing on me cause he's too fat and ugly and stupid and extra fat and ugly and stupid for his own good.
You tell him, Sonic? Question mark?
Tails, I'm getting kind of worried for him. I think he's going crazy.
Oh man, this game's taking a toll on his brain, I bet. No wonder he sounds crazy.
Crazy? I was crazy once. They locked me in a room. A rubber room.
No, absolutely not. You are not bringing back one of the most annoying quote-unquote memes ever made. Sit tight and watch the first ever cutscene in the franchise.
Holy crap, I'm giving this movie a half-star on Letterboxd. Totally unrealistic.
Wait, oh no.
What is it, Nux?
Oh no! It's fucking Labyrinth Zone again!
Why do I have to be subjected to this cruel and unusual bullshit? Why am I the one that needs to take the fall, you asshole game?
You were right, Nux. I admit it. You were right about everything.
Wait, what? Since when was I right about anything that didn't involve punching in Glover 64?
You were right about this experience being miserable outside of Green Hill and Starlight Zone. Hell, I don't see any reason to ever return to this bullshit unless it's on the Forever Edition.
Damn, this is quite the unexpected turn of events. But, told you so, I guess.
Are you guys serious? You both aren't even playing the stage. It's me who's suffering.
Didn't ask Little Bozo.
Kill yourself!
Watch out for the platform, bro!
God damn it. You know what? I don't even care, because now Knuckles has to suffer. Have fun, bitch!
I regret everything. There we go. Made it by. Wasn't that hard at all now, was it, Tails?
It was hard to concentrate when you were yapping in my ear.
Excuses is all I hear.
Oh my fucking god, don't ever let that happen again!
I think I need an adult.
Pussies! But, if it makes you feel better, I'm pretty sure I'm literally right there!
Oh my god, yes. Climb out of the depths and let's end this nightmare.
Sonic, my friend, I think it's only right that you end this off.
Totally? You can do it, big bro.
Oh, with freaking pleasure.
Okay, if I remember correctly, Eggman takes like 9 or so hits to go down.
Well, that's one hit right off the bat. I'm cooking this fried-ass egg once and for all.
Boom! There's 2! We're already halfway there!
We're literally not even a third of the way there, Nux.
Oh, I knew that.
Damn you, slippery egghead, I'll get you next time. All right, that's 3. Good stuff, my guys. We got this.
All right, now we're halfway there.
Nux, you know what? Never mind.
And there's 4. We're over half now.
Jesus.
Come on, buddy. You got this.
You're cooking big, bro. Just a few more hits and we win once and for all.
Gotta say, after all this time, despite the downs and ups we faced along this journey of ours, I'm glad I have you two along for the ride. Even though I was by my lonesome during the events of this game, it's good to go through it all one more time, among good buddies.
No problem, Sonic. We always got your back.
Mom, I'm not crying. I swear to God.
Yeah!
Get back here, you fat-ass egg!
Damn, what a bitch. Always leaving instead of taking the loss like a real man.
Just like you when you lost to Sonic, right?
I retract my statement.
Way past cool!
Damn, you fumbled that line.
Shut up!
All right. Chill, guys. We beat the game. Let's go, baby.
Hell yeah. I had a blast, not gonna lie. It would have sucked to play this alone.
Well, that's Sonic 1, everyone. We hope you guys enjoyed this blast to the past as much as we did.
And who knows? Maybe in the future we'll play more of the Sonic games when we hit future milestones.
As in all the Sonic games?
Yeah, all of them.
As in all of them, right?
Yeah. That's what all of them means, Nux.
Let's fucking get it, gamers! Sonic Squad plays Knuckles Chaotix confirmed!
God damn it. Huh. The boys still aren't here. Where the hell are they? They always show up for recording time. How the hell am I supposed to record a damn list by myself? I'm great and all, but geez, man. You know what? Screw this. I'm gonna join the only other people who are arguably just as cool as me. They're sure to help out.
One eternity later.
If there's a chance that even for a second that the third movie can get above an 80 on Rotten Tomatoes, that's gonna be a huge dub, no cap.
The hell are you waffling about, man? Both your movies got above a 90 on RT. Are your standards just that fucking low?
No, you don't get it. That was audience scores, man. I'm talking about the critics. Like, how dare they give my films lower than a 70? What are they retarded?
Yo, Sonics, what are you two talking about today?
Oh, what's good, Sonic? I was just listening to Sonic yap about his RT critic scores or whatever the hell.
I wasn't yapping, dummy. Someone's still salty they never got
Fuck
a
you,
film.
twink.
Whoa, hey, Sonic, let's chill out here. We don't need to go antagonizing Sonic today.
Oh, I know your ass ain't talking. You got no movies and only one show.
Why in the actual hell am I catching a stray? I just want to vibe with my fellow Sonics. You feel?
Yeah, I feel. But last time I checked, you had a channel to run with your Tails and Nux. So what gives?
I honestly have no clue where the boys are at, so I figured I'd stake out here for now. Speaking of which, I was wondering if you and Sonic were up to helping me with a tier list.
A tier list? That's an easy one. We rank my movies, duh.
No way, shithead, that's a terrible idea.
What? And why the hell is it such a bad idea?
Bitch, you got 2 movies out in one show. That'd make like a 4-minute video at most.
Oh, I could talk about my stuff for hours and hours on end if you gave me the chance.
Dear Lord, you're a menace sometimes. That does give me an idea, though. We can rank all the Sonic movies and shows throughout our history. It'd fit since Sonic is here, too.
Oh, fine. I guess any excuse to talk about the theatrical masterpieces that are my films is a good excuse to me.
I'm literally about as relevant as a damn shit stain, so I'm down for it.
All right, Bet. Tier list time. And for the record, we aren't doing any shorts or any of the short series that didn't come to TV or streaming and all that jazz.
That Unleashed short was pretty gas, though. Just shouting it out real quick.
Facts.
All right, are we starting now? I want to get Sonic's mid-shit out of the
Literally
way
kill
so we can get
yourself.
to the movies quick.
All right, Sonics, let's chill. The tier list is up, and like Sonic hinted at, we're starting with the very first Sonic the Hedgehog show. That being the adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog.
More like the Adventures of Peak, because this show is zooted. I mean, I'm literally peak comedy.
Okay, first off, this ain't Boom, so I don't know what you're talking about.
The hell are you smoking?
Second off, the only main Sonic characters the show had were you, Tails, and that fat fucking egg dickhead. What's up with that, bro?
Sonic, you literally don't have room to talk when you barely have any OG characters in your films, too.
Hey, CGI is expensive, mother trucker.
And not to mention my show came out in '93, so there were barely any characters to even pull from. Let me talk about my own goddamn show.
I mean, how in the actual hell can we rank the show that gave us Ping as low? It's physically and mentally impossible.
Damn straight, Sonic. That shit's still funny all these years later.
You guys are seriously using an outdated-ass meme to justify ranking this high?
Hell yes.
Well, fuck me then, I guess. I think it's low B tier at best, since the show doesn't have too many highs, aside from maybe the Chaos Emerald arc.
Nah, screw you, man. This show is fun as hell. Not only is my incarnation peak, but Robotnik and even Scratch and Grounder bring the show up to a bona fide S tier.
Well, this is actually alright for me since I was thinking A tier. The show can be fun at all, but a few other shows and flicks on this list do certain aspects better. Still gotta give the OG respects, though.
Way too high, but whatever. Hey! Shut the fuck up!
You guys are gonna give me an aneurysm if this is how this vid is gonna go. Whatever. Next up is the Sonic the Hedgehog show, better known as SatAM.
Okay, so this show pulled a lot from the Archie comics. It's honestly not bad, but I preferred Adventures of Not Gonna Cap.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you on that, Sonic. I think the ratio for good episodes compared to bad is pretty good all things considered, but I don't feel that it exactly nailed the more serious tone that it was going for.
If I can add my 2 cents, I never really got the point of most of the Freedom Fighters. Like, it felt that aside from Sonic and maybe Sally, none of them were important.
True, bro. I don't even remember half of their names. Like, who is this goofy-ass walrus LMAO?
Hey! Fucking hop off my homie Rotor, Sonic. But yeah, I guess you're right. I also wasn't a huge fan of Robotnik's new voice. It kinda was too edgy for my liking.
I'll go ahead and say the episodes were overall pretty good despite everything. I'm actually fine with putting it in low A tier since B tier might actually be too low.
Not to mention, there are some people that really, really like this show. So we might get flamed and I don't want to deal with that bullshit.
I mean, hey, I'm not gonna complain if 2 out of 3 of my shows are going in A tier.
Alright then, A tier for SatAM it is then. Now we're on to the first real-ass Sonic movie that came out all the way back in '96. The Sonic OVA movie. I'm just gonna say it, this shit was fire back then, and it still slaps today.
Yeah, I can't really deny that this was a pretty damn good first attempt. It's honestly crazy that they waited over 2 decades before trying it again with my movies.
Can't help but be a little fucking salty that they didn't just reuse me for it, and instead use Sonic for that one and only time.
I'll have you know that when they used my voice on that faithful day, it was absolutely fire!
Holy crap, Lois, it's Sonic!
Dude, what's up, Sonic?
Nothing much, Sonic. I just so happened to notice you making a tier list alongside Sonic and Sonic, so I waited until just the right moment to do an amazing cut-in.
God, your voice is so un-Sonic, yet I somehow can't help but love it.
Seriously, bro has a way with words on God?
Well, Sonic, and Sonic were just talking about your film. You got anything to say?
Ah, yes, the Sonic OVA movie. Where do I even begin with this glorious masterpiece of an animated film? Do I talk about the jaw-dropping animation? Do I talk about the amazing music? Do I talk about how every character design slapped harder than a goddamn father on report card day? Do I talk about Knuckles and his badass fucking hat? Well, I just did, everyone. This is one of the greatest movies to ever be made. It has become a cult classic within the Sonic fandom, despite it being fairly obscure and not being received well. I guess you could say that the phenomenon is strange, isn't it?
Holy Robotnik on a pingus sandwich. He said the goddamn line, Bart.
Yeah, I don't need to hear anything after that fucking glorious speech. S tier for the OVA, easily.
Oh, hey, and now we're at my last appearance ever. Sonic Underground, thoughts?
The hell are you asking us for, man? It's your show.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. They hung me out to dry on this mid. I didn't really like it one bit compared to my last 2 shows.
If I recall correctly, this is the show where you were given OC-looking-ass siblings, right?
Yeah, that's kind of the whole gimmick. Well, aside from Sonic having to be a part of an underground rock and roll band, but that's besides the point.
I'm not sugarcoating it. Sonia and Manic were fucking annoying little shitheads who just leeched off my success and complained every single episode. I couldn't stand Manic's punk ass.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you. He sounded like a bitch.
Seriously, if I had a nickel for every cocky, arrogant green shithead that we've come across, then I'd have 4 nickels. Which isn't a lot, but it's weird. It's happened 4 times.
Unfortunate for you, Sonic, but I think your last show was a blunder.
Wait, hold up. There's one super redeeming factor that I just remembered.
Oh yeah? What's that?
The intro song.
Sonic Underground. Sonic Underground.
Okay, you actually got a point. That song is an all-time slapper.
Realistically, though, I can't see this song getting any higher than C tier. It certainly didn't help that it only had like 40 episodes in one season with hardly any standouts.
Yeah, that's true. Alright, C tier does seem like a good fit for Underground. This next one, though, Oh boy, it's Sonic X, baby.
Now that's a good-ass S tier if I've ever seen one.
I can deconstruct that all with one name, buddy. Chris motherfucking Thorndike.
Oh
fucking
god,
hell,
I wanted to
you're
punch
right.
that kid like
Sarah
a
was
goddamn
annoying.
football.
That kid was unbearable.
But aside from that worthless excuse of a human insert, the show has tons of peaks. The voice acting is great, the characterization is great, and it's overall a genuinely good Sonic anime.
We're talking about the Japanese version specifically, right?
Absolutely. Nobody likes that dumpster fire that came out on 4Kids. I genuinely rather get AIDS than watch that bullshit.
Super facts. So, yeah, I think X is a clear-cut S tier, with the only drawback being the human characters sucking dick and balls.
Real S tier, that. But look, Sonic, now we're on to your show. It made me laugh my ass off.
Facts, like I know Sonic Boom sucks when it comes to the games, but I think the show is a bona fide slapper.
Yeah, I just don't see it. I'll give you that. It's pretty damn funny at times. But that's literally all that's brought up about the show nowadays.
Bro, you're sounding like an all-time hater right now, Sonic.
Yeah, why you hating, you crusty bitch boy?
Hey, I'm genuinely being serious. Like, what else is brought to the table with Boom aside from its humor?
Actually, to be fair, the show definitely was aimed primarily at a younger audience. The animation could have been better, too.
And you can't deny the fact that meta humor gets old after a good while, plus nothing really stuck afterwards, aside from, I guess, Amy's characterization and Styx being in the canon, apparently.
I guess you got a point, but considering most of the jokes hold up, Boom should still get a higher tier.
If not S tier, then I'm fine with another A tier. It's still too funny to pass up a high ranking.
Alrighty then, we'll go A tier for Boom. Okay, the moment that I'm sure Sonic's been waiting for. The 2020 Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
S tier. I'm in it, and Jim Carrey, Dr. Robotnik is peak.
I'll agree with you on the second point, but you're tweaking. If you think this mid is S tier, this is basically Sonic 2 Lite Edition.
Damn, now you're sounding like the real hater Sonic. Still pissed that I'm the relevant Sonic on TV now.
Nah, sorry, Sonic, but I'm siding with Sonic on this one. Your first film was a good stepping stone, but it's nowhere near the GOATs in S tier.
Yeah, there just wasn't too much happening in the film. Most of the movie is just a quest to get Sonic's bag of rings while Egghead is on his tail. The voice acting and general acting is solid. I mean, Jim fucking Carrey is in it. But still, I don't think it's too interesting of a plot.
It also doesn't help the only characters that really matter are Sonic and Robotnik. Well, I guess Tim was okay.
Fucking geez, you guys, I get it. Put it wherever the hell you want, but I expect better for the next movie.
Alright. Don't get all bitter with us, Sonic.
Fuck off, dumb
I'm
fuck
thinking
dummy
a
boy.
B tier for the first Sonic movie. It isn't terrible, but the sequel is much better.
Speaking of the second movie, it appears that's the next entry on the list.
Okay, if this doesn't get S tier, I will literally call up Paramount and tell them to delay the Sonic 3 trailer again.
The hell do you mean, again? Is your dumbass keeping the fans away from the trailer to your movie that's releasing in like 6 months?
What can I say? Fucking with Sonic fans' tempers is super funny.
Dear Lord, Sonic's asshole behavior aside, I will agree that this movie is genuinely fire. It's so much more interesting, especially with the addition of Tails and Knuckles.
Yeah, since there isn't much expedition needed to the characters anymore, the film can spend a lot more time on actually going on this badass adventure.
Very true! And spoiler alert, but the supersonic fight with Robotnik at the end of the film was so fire! I got freaking chills the first watch.
The only gripe I have with my godlike film is all the marriage shit with Maddie's bitch-ass sister Rachel. But other than that, it's totally peak Sonic.
Alright, I think that's a pretty clear-cut S tier. We're going back to animation for our second to last entry on this one because up next is Sonic Prime.
Yeah, man, this ain't it, Chief.
I watched this show for myself a little bit ago when the final season came out, and it was just a big pile of nothing. Like, I really don't give a single fuck about all the dimension hopping shit.
It was very out of left field, because the initial trailers just made the show out to be a well-animated Sonic show that took place in familiar locations. Instead, we got all this alternate reality mumbo-jumbo. To make matters worse, the characterization is horrible.
Well, actually, I think they handled Shadow pretty decently, especially compared to the stuff in the games, but that's literally the only really good point I've heard.
The dimension hopping could have been cool, but instead we just meet the same 6 or so characters with different appearances. And that's it. It's lame and could have been much better.
Shame on you, Sonic Prime, to the fiery pits of D tier with you.
Yeah, get in the bin, Sonic Prime. More like Sonic wasted my fucking time.
All right, I think we have one more entry, and I'm pretty sure I know exactly what it is.
Yeah, I figured you'd see this coming. Last on the list is the Knuckles show. Look, I didn't think this show was terrible, but it sure was pretty underwhelming.
Seriously, talk about a misleading title. Like, I came into this show wanting to see Knuckles, and instead I get fucking Wade Whipple's dumbass wobbling around with bowling balls.
Yeah, the last thing I expected was for Knuckles to turn into a goddamn family drama show that features bowling. I can't even defend that shit.
There wasn't even any kind of teaser for Sonic 3 at the end. The only parts of the show that are actually good are when Knuckles is in scene. That's how the whole damn show should have gone.
I mean, like I said, CGI is expensive, but I get where you're coming from.
At the end of the day, there's no way it's worse than Prime, but it definitely isn't on par with either movies from Sonic's era. I'm thinking C tier at best.
Hey,
Yeah, I
seems
can live
like
with
so
that.
I don't care.
All right, and that's a wrap on another tier list in the books. Good work, Sonic, and you too, Sonic. I expected a little more positivity from you, Sonic, but that's okay.
I suppose at the end of the day, no matter which Sonic is on screen, the most important part is that you're enjoying yourself while watching our magnificent adventures unfold.
Yeah, that, and to not ever invite Knuckles to these since he'll tweak if he saw that. We put his show in C tier.
Wait, hold up, Sonic. Do you know where Nux has been the whole time?
God damn it, Knuckles! Stop being such a fucking tryhard, you sweat!
No, I will not be stopping. Victory will be mine very soon.
You bitch! Stop spamming your up air, you goddamn bitch!
It is over for you, inferior echidna warrior!
Wait, no! God damn you, motherfucker!